And hello, everybody, and welcome to Nashua ETV and high school football. I'm Tom King, along with a special guest, Dante Lorendi, here at Souhegan High School's Calvetti Field for Nashua North Merrimack football. Dante, welcome, and this should be a very evenly matched game, I think.
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Yeah, two good teams that have kind of struggled a little bit this year. I think they're finding themselves a little bit. North's offense picking up a little bit more than they have early on in the season, and Merrimack's been in the fight and only lost a couple of games by a point or two, going for it at the end of the game. So it should be a good matchup.
Yeah, it should be a good matchup. We're here at Calvetti Field, obviously, because Stella Stadium is closed, and that's coming up soon for a vote and to get the proper money to put the turf down. Thanks to Kelly Braley for the AD at Souhegan for helping us come and do this broadcast, and we'll be also doing the South Goffstown game on Friday, I believe. But this game today, I think Merrimack, Dante, may still have a sliver of a chance to make it. They've got Girton after this week. They're going to need to win out to get into the playoffs or be part of the party, or considered an invitation to the party here. And North, of course, obviously, they're fighting to just get wins, as many wins as they can get before the season ends.
Yeah, as we said, it's going to be a good matchup based on how the league is this year and people beating each other and knocking each other off. There still might be a possibility, and Merrimack still has one more league game next week.
Now,
right.
The immortal words of Bob
And
Bates.
the thing is, it's contrast the styles in a way, because Merrimack, Sahil Mujawar, have you seen him at all this year?
Just a little bit on late film the other day. Very good
Yep.
with his feet. I know he might be their top runner, and he's a very accurate thrower on the move.
Yeah, that's just it. The offense goes through him. What about Nashua North? Luke Peters, I think the more you get him the ball, the better chance you have of getting a win if you're North.
Yeah, I think the last couple of weeks you've really seen it against Goffstown, against Londonderry, moving the ball through Luke Peters. Get Darius Sisse in at quarterback has helped the running game a little bit. They were hurt a little early on due to some knee injuries to John Canaway. They seem to have found their stride a little bit, at least moving the ball and moving the chains and keeping the defense off the field.
Right,
the last couple of weeks.
That seemed to be the problem at the start of the year for North. They could not get the offense going. Defense was on the field too long. They'd have a good first quarter and a half, and then they would start to fade. And Chad Zabolis, after every game, was saying, we got to learn how to play 4 quarters.
Yeah, and a little bit of a young team, and that kind of some of the problems you come across is the experience and having the endurance to last the whole game and understand that games aren't over just because you have a successful series or two.
Right, exactly. All right, they're ready to kick off. Dante will, I'll take care of the early play-by-play, and then Dante will take over unless Dante wants to do a series and get used to it. Then I'm going to go down and do my thing for the Telegraph, take a couple photos, and pop back up here and be all set to help you out.
Caden Dine.
Merrimack will kick off. North in the blue and jerseys with the white helmets. Merrimack with the white shirts and the blue helmets. Ball's loose, and they're saying there's a fumble. Merrimack says they have it. No signal yet.
There's a fumble.
We're waiting for one. They never gave one, but the way they're all reacting, it's Merrimack's football. That is tough to start.
It's got a late sign from the ref.
It is recovered by the Tomahawks. It'll be 1st and 10 Merrimack.
Couldn't see really what happened in that pile there. I think it was Jaden Bolio on the return.
Nashua North,
Right.
39-yard line.
Turnovers, you just shake your head, right?
Not the way, obviously, you don't want to turn the ball over in any time, but
Right.
you definitely don't want to do it on the opening kickoff.
1st and 10 at the 39 for Merrimack. Mujawar is going to throw it. He's going to go deep. He's going to weigh it wide open. Dropped.
Mujawar's pass is incomplete. It's intended for number 2, Shea Egan.
Shea Egan was the intended receiver getting over there defensively. Was that Peters?
Defended there, but
Looked like it was Dylan Noble.
Dylan Noble. Okay, Noble's
second
in
and 10
his
for the
pass
Tomahawks.
defense this year.
He's played well. He's actually done very well in the return game. Had
Yes,
a great
he
game
has.
against
Yep.
BG, some big returns, and then took one back for a touchdown to keep North in the game. Played well on defense. He's been a lot more physical this year.
2nd and 10 at the 39. Ujuar's going to throw. Yep, play action.
Ujuar's pass complete to number 10, Josh Ozog.
Ozog on the reception, and he gets down close to a first down. About a yard to go.
3rd down and a long 4 for the Tomahawks.
Well, no, more than that. Yeah, 3rd and 4.
See if the Tomahawks
And somebody wants the
hard
timeout.
count.
You can hear it.
They did. North being good, stayed on side.
Yeah. Long count, Dante. Ujuar throwing wide open over the middle and into the end zone for a touchdown for Merrimack.
Ujuar's pass complete to number 11,
Wow.
Stephen Doyle.
Long count.
He
They
is
saw
in for
something
the
they
Tomahawk
liked. Looked like they
touchdown.
audible to it. Found a wide open receiver.
Wide open for the reception was number 11, Stephen Doyle. And just a well-executed play. They saw something on film there. They had to have, right? Going in.
Yeah, they went trips to the field there. They think they got the matchup they wanted. Initially, hard count wasn't necessarily to draw North off sides, but to kind of take a peek and see the matchup
See
they
the
liked.
matchup, yep. Merrimack is going to go for 2. Probably maybe wind. They have kicked the ball a little bit, but Ujuar's going to throw another wide open receiver in the end zone.
Ujuar's pass is complete to number 14, Caden Dine.
Caden Dine with the reception on the
That
two-point conversion. And
will
all
make it
just like
8-0
that.
Merrimack with 10:59 to go in the first
Just
quarter.
like that, it is 8-0 Merrimack, and we are barely a minute into the game.
Yeah,
Ouch.
If you're Merrimack, this is exactly the way you want to start a game,
Nope.
especially when you kick off. And
No kidding, huh?
obviously, if you're North, not the way you want to start.
No, not at all. You know, I think I can get
Caden
close
Dine
enough
to tee it up
to
for
shoot
the
from up here, so I
Tomahawks.
think I'll stay with you.
All right.
How's that?
Sounds good.
Colby
Yeah.
Perry and
Could
number
use all the
6,
help I can
Luke
get.
Peters are deep
Don't
for the
worry,
Titans.
Dante, you're doing fine. Key for any analyst is tell the audience something they don't know. There's a lot we don't know, including me. Ball goes by, and a late
Colby
pickup.
Perry on the return.
So North will have to take it at the 20, around the 21-yard line. They made the most out of what was a
Tackle by number 6, Connor
muff
DiMaggio, and number
kickoff.
7, Jonathan Sadea. It'll be 1st and 10.
so they're at the
Titans
20-yard line.
on their own 20-yard line.
See if North can settle down, come up with an answer, move the ball. Last thing you really want to do here is go 3 and out.
Yeah, exactly, especially where you are, right? Canaway straight ahead, hands off. I
Number
believe that
22,
was
Darius
Smith.
Smith off the right side.
Smith across to the 26-yard line about. Darius Smith, lineman,
56,
running
Evan
back.
Brewster.
He's done it well the last
done it
couple
well
of weeks
both
in
times,
running
yeah.
backs. He's made a heck of a play on that defensive
Yep.
series there. He's getting the carry again.
North with an
Moving the
up-tempo
pile.
offense,
That
and
was
they
Smith
move it
again
to
off
about
the right side.
2
That'll
yards.
set up a 3rd down and short for the Titans. 3rd down and maybe 3.
3rd and short. Let's see if North goes back to the running game, or will they get Sisse out on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
Yeah, Darius to say, I know it. Sometimes as a quarterback, he can give him that, right? So, and there he goes. You called it. And he's going to take the turn around the corner, but he's not going to get there. Or
Say
did
rolls
he?
out
No, it
to
didn't
his
look like
left.
it, but
He
we
gets
can't tell for
tackled by
sure.
number 5, Nathan
Looked like he was about a
Sadea.
yard and a half short.
That'll bring
Yeah,
up
that's
a 4th down and 2 for the
Great
Titans.
play
Yeah.
by Merrimack running to the football.
They've got good lateral speed side to side. It's when you try to play them up the middle that they try to play it up the middle that sometimes they have trouble.
Yeah, I think
Seemed
one of
that
the
way.
that's what you identify as a Kip Jackson, Coach Lilly defense is. They're very disciplined. They run to the
Stephen
football.
Doyle deep
Right.
for the
They play with very
Tomahawks.
good technique.
Darius Smith to punt for the Titans.
Smith will have to punt. Low snap, but Smith's got time. Oh, it's blocked. Ball is loose around the 4-yard line. It's going to go out of bounds around the 3.
Is blocked, and it'll roll
blocked
out of
punt.
bounds at about
Started
the
with the snap.
3-yard line, where it'll be
Smith
first
is
and
athletic,
goal for the
can
Tomahawks.
run. He picked it up. He had no time.
Number 7
Yeah,
on the block,
and this is
Jonathan
continuing
Zedea.
to haunt North, who had 3 blocked punts for touchdowns last week. That
Wow.
might be the
3.
That might be the 4th consecutive punt. I'm not sure if
Ouch.
the 3 punts were consecutive last week.
Wow.
But if it was, that can be 4 punt attempts in a row that have been blocked. 3 of them went for touchdown. That nearly was.
And it's 1st and goal for Merrimack. They have a chance to go up at least 14-0, maybe 15 or more, depending on what they do with a conversion. So Mujawar at the signals. He's going to hand off straight ahead and into the end zone for the touchdown.
That is number 5, Nate Zedea, and he is
Zedea
in
with the
Tomahawk
touchdown run, number 5, and he goes in for the touchdown. And all right, so now we're 3 minutes in, and it's 14-0. Yikes.
Yeah, so far this Saturday noon game is
Not working out.
not working out for North.
No. It's not really working out for me either. I could have used about 2 o'clock. I could have used 2 o'clock. Another couple hours of sleep.
Well, you're a night owl. You stayed up too late watching the Yankees-Dodgers.
Oh, please don't remind me. I cringed as soon as I saw Nestor Cortez come into the game. And I was shocked when he got Otani out. All right, so Merrimack's going to try to kick the extra point. I believe it's Dine.
Caden Dine to
Yep,
attempt
it
the point
is.
after.
High snap, kick up. It is
Dine's
good.
kick is up, and
I
it
can
is
never
good.
tell. You know, I
With
can never.
9
Every
minutes
time
to
I
go
think
here
it's
in the
good, it's
first
bad.
quarter.
Every time I think
Your
it's bad,
score,
it's
the
good.
Merrimack Tomahawks 15.
The low angle of the
Titans
stands don't help.
0.
No. So Merrimack
Fans
now
in the
up
stands, this
15-0.
important message just in. The Snack Shack has just indicated that the pizza
And again,
has
if you're
been
North,
delivered.
you just got to try and get
There
something.
is
Get a
pizza
first down,
in
get
the
some
Snack
momentum,
Shack.
calm the nerves a little bit.
Right. I'll take a page out of South's book last night. They were down 14-0, you know, but it was there about 5 more minutes had been played in the opening quarter when they were down 14-0. Then they came back to tie at 14-all, but then Bedford just overpowered them. $15-0 in favor of the Tomahawks, and a short kick is going to be taken up. It's going to go off a hand. Now a bouncer.
Oh, he got it into
20-yard
right
line.
hands, and this could change
Yeah,
right
this
now.
is Noble right here, and Noble. Oh, it's
Nope.
Peters.
Luke Peters.
It's Peters. He's gone. See you later. Yep. Luke Peters takes it at the 22, and he goes 78 yards for a kickoff return and a touchdown. He's amazing, isn't he?
Unbelievable.
Yep.
He's just a playmaker. He's dangerous anytime he has the ball in his hand.
And it's amazing they kicked to that side where he was.
I think the squib kick kind of backfired because it went through the hands of Jaden Bolio,
Right.
who's a good athlete.
Yep.
Merrimack would have been very happy if he fielded the ball,
No
but it
kidding. Yeah, no kidding. I
squirted
know,
through
right.
into the hands of the one person
Right.
they didn't want to return it.
Raposo to attempt the point after touchdown.
Bozo's point after attempt coming up. North can make it a 1-score game with the PAT. And all of a sudden the wind dies down. That's good for them. He's up and it's good. And we've got a
Marco
15-7
Raposo's kick is
game.
up, and it is good.
So we haven't even played 4 minutes. And we got 3 scores.
Just over 3 minutes of the game and there's 3 scores.
You know what these games do to a sports writer? They drive you nuts. It's too much stuff to keep track of.
Well, at least you'll get out of here when it's still a little sunlight. And it's not a
Maybe. They
maybe,
start throwing
maybe.
the ball. That's the thing in high school football, Dante. They throw the ball and they flip the flags. And without that combination, never a good thing for time. And there was a lot of that last night in Bedford. A lot of flags.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think the NFL is a little bit flag happy this
I think
past
so,
season
too.
as well.
Wow, Luke Peters, boy, he never ceases to amaze you. And that's in football. Now, I can't wait to see what he does defensively. He's one of the best defensive basketball players I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's a heck of an athlete.
He really is.
You would think he'd be at a disadvantage with his
81
height
Grant
in basketball,
Gordon to do the
but
honors
he's such
for
a
the
tenacious
Oh,
defender. And
yeah, no doubt about it. The athletic ability, the agility, and the athletic ability to move, right? Use your feet. He uses his feet so well in both football and in basketball.
A very calm competitor, too.
Yes, he is. And now here we go with Merrimack with a little bit of a return. They're going to get out to the 45-yard line. I think I see a hanky on the field.
Souhegan on the return. Penalty flag.
So there may be a block in the back, I bet, coming up, and that may move things back.
Right on cue, Tom. You're a flag.
Yeah, exactly. I jinxed us. .78 yards on the return.
It'll be a holding call against the Tomahawks. That'll back them up 10.
So North getting a couple of breaks, making their own break with the kick return. A holding call.
Now the wind picks up again. As our table
It'll be first
we are outside
from their own 33-yard
in
line.
Calvetti. It's just a very small press box, so there's not enough room for a table and all the equipment we've got. So, and welcome to Merrimack TV's Grace LeMay, who is doing our camera work today. She is up on the roof, so she's feeling the wind. Pass over the middle, incomplete. Nice defensive play.
Intended
right
for
there.
Number 10, Josh Ozog. Broken up by number 4, Jaden Bolio.
Bolio with the breakup, knocks it away.
It's a nice play by Bolio. Come over the top to break that up. That was a good throw. So far we can tell Merrimack likes the middle of the field. They're taking their chances.
Do. Yep.
I'd look for them to go back up to the left.
Yeah, why left with all the room on the right? I never understand that. You got all this room out here in space.
Number 10,
Why go left?
Ujawar
can run like crazy.
I think sometimes
he'll get stacked
with
up
the
by
field,
the
defenses will shift to the field or they roll the coverage to the field. So you feel like you got a little bit of strength into the boundary.
Yeah, okay.
There initially. Third down and a long 8 for the Tomahawks.
3rd and 8 from the 33. And they go, Ujawar trying to make something happen. He's not going to get
on
anything.
The keeper off the left side.
And he is down at the 32. He lost about a yard. So that'll be it. Merrimack's going to have to go 3 and out.
Defense.
Yeah, it seemed like
4th down and 11 for Merrimack.
Kip Jackson probably wanted to see what he can get out of the run, and if it was close, you take a shot and go for it on 4th down in these situations. I think this is a game where you can really expect anything from both teams.
Yeah, really, right? Merrimack has a little bit to lose. There's an punt that almost was blocked. Nice kick high, end over end. Going to bounce around the 30, and that's where it dies.
It'll
So
be
North will
touchdown
take
at
over.
about the 31-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Titans.
Good defensive stand for North, settling down, forcing a punt, getting the ball back in good field position.
Well, now we'll see what the Titan offense has. It looks like Sisay is going to run the offense as the quarterback.
Yeah, he's been getting reps. Canaway out, re-injured that knee.
Oh, did he really? Okay, so we're gonna see a Sisay all day. And here he comes.
Number 3, Darius
Sisay, and that really works.
It around the left side. Tackled by number 7, Jonathan Sadia, number 10, Josh Ozog.
That's a 10-yard gain. It's going to be good for a first down.
First down.
It's a nice play by Sisay. Very good decision.
And referees take a time here. Let's see what's going on. Now they run the clock, okay. We're 5 minutes into the game now, Dante. We're making progress. And bouncing it to the outside. And a flag comes down.
Complete to number 6, Luke Peters. tackled around the Merrimack sideline. There
It was a
will be
play
flag
action,
on the
fake
play.
handoff to Smith, and then a flip to Peters. And a flag was thrown by the back
Number
judge.
11, Stephen Doyle led the charge for the Tomahawks.
Yep.
So it looks like we'll get a flag, and it looks like North's going to have to move back.
Could be a hold on the receiver.
Yeah.
When you're running the option off of the zone read, that's tough on the receivers.
Be a block in the
Not sure
back.
where the ball is, where the receiver's going, where the
Yeah, they have to
So-
wait for the quarterback
Yeah.
to make the
Two
decision,
calls
right?
against the
So
Titans.
usually with those kinds of plays, and you've seen it in the pro game, is the legal man downfield because the quarterback hasn't made that
That'll
decision.
Yeah.
bring Nashua North back 10. We'll replay the down. It'll be 1st and 20 for Nashua North.
in that situation, those legal men downfield, it always depends on the ref crew you get, because
Right.
some games you'll watch and
And they won't care.
never get
right?
called, and some
Yeah,
games
some
the guy's half a yard downfield
Yep.
and they're calling it.
All right, so it's 1st and 20 from the 31. So let's see what Souhegan can do. The wind is going across the field. They're going to head off to Smith. And Smith
Yep.
in the open
Number
field
22,
almost gets the open
Darius
field.
Smith barrels his way
Pounds
through the
his way for
interior.
about a 10-yard gain.
Tackled by number 84 for the
And
Tomahawks.
North getting back to
That
the
was
power run
Connor
game,
Page.
served him very well against Goffstown.
Well, that's what
It'll be
Chad's the most
second down
loves,
and
right?
10 for
Offensive
the
line
Titans.
coach. He loves that stuff. The thing is, do they have enough to sustain that? You know, that's the problem. 2nd and 10 from the 41. Souhegan now will cut to the right. Turns the corner and he gets out of bounds at about the
Say keeps it
46-yard
on the
line.
right side.
And I think that kickoff
Number
return
84,
was
Connor Page on the
big as
tackle
well,
once
because now you
again.
can
Pickup of
continue
about
going back to the
3.
power
It'll be a
run
3rd
game.
down and
If
7.
you start to get down
Yeah,
3 scores this early in the game, you have
Right,
to do things
exactly.
to get you out of what you really want to do and what you like to do.
And
what
plus, you're now at midfield where the defense is spread out a little bit more, so they're not going to be compacted down inside the 20, right?
Yeah, and here I'm
What do you
wouldn't
think?
be surprised we're in 4-down territory.
3rd down, Smith, and he's met right at the line of
Number 22,
scrimmage.
Darius Smith, and he is stacked up by number 63, Colby Smith.
Colby Smith. Smith
Yeah.
made
That'll be a
Smith,
4th down
and I think the bigger Smith won
and
the battle.
6 for the Titans.
So I don't know. I think
You
you're going
don't get a chance to see many form tackles, but
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
about as close to
one.
a form tackle
Yep.
in a real game as you'll see.
4th and about 8 from the 43. They're going to go for it here. Nothing to lose for North. Nothing to lose at all. Just say with a pass and it's incomplete, and now
Say's
Merrimack.
pass was intended
will take
for
over
number
on
14,
downs.
Dylan Noble.
I don't know,
It is
Dante. You got a
incomplete.
one-score game.
Tomahawks
You
will
really
take
want to
over on
gamble this
downs,
early like
1st and
that?
10.
Well, I think, like you said, you got nothing to lose
Yep.
if you're North. You know, you're playing for pride. You're trying to get victories. You're trying to get experience to these young guys.
Right.
So, you know, if the other thing is, if Merrimack's been moving the ball. If you can steal a 1st down in that situation, you keep the offense off the field and give yourself an opportunity.
All right, 1st and 10 Tomahawks at the Titan 44-yard line. They've started in North Territory, 3 out of 4 possessions, handoff straight ahead. It's going to go for about 2 or 3 yards.
Number 10, Josh Ozog on the carry. Looked like
Ozog
number
with the
50,
carry.
Jack Kulikowski leading the charge for the
Kulikowski
Titans. It'll be 2nd
on the
down
tackle.
and 7.
Merrimack getting back to the run game after letting it fly the first couple of series.
Well, they had, they were playing with house money,
Yep.
right? So you could do that. The wind, though, has got to be a factor depending on what you're doing. Very breezy today. It's a fall day, obviously. Bourgeois back to pass. He's going to try to take off, and he's
Bourgeois
down.
back
at
to
the 50.
pass, and he is sacked on the play by number 22, Darius Smith.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I wrote in the capsule preview
Good
at
coverage down the field
tellerap.com
for the
that
Titans.
Bourgeois was going to get to know Darius
It'll
Smith
be
pretty
3rd
well
down
today.
and 16
You know?
for the Tomahawks.
So, because, one was going to be chasing the other.
Yeah, I mean, Darius is not your typical D lineman, D end.
Right.
Track kid. He can run. Obviously, a D end running back. You don't see that combo very
Right.
often here. And
3rd and 16 right from the 50. Yeah, you don't see that kind of ability from a D lineman. I mean, agility and athletic ability. And
Looked like a good play by Denzel Delgado as well to hold up that outside. And
Yep. Here comes Mujawar, and he's going to
Take
be
it again.
dropped again.
Bourgeois under siege once again by number 22, Darius Smith. And another sack will bring the Tomahawks back. It'll be 4th down.
So now we're going to get a punt by the Tomahawks. The loss in the last 2 plays, they lost 17 yards.
Luke Peters
Not a winning
back
formula.
deep for the Titans.
Fourth and 25.
oh,
He got that off pretty well. It's going to bounce to the side. And, oh, that's a pretty good kick. It's going to roll out of bounds at around the 9-yard line.
Connor Page's punt
They're
takes
gonna
a
say it's at
Tomahawk
the
roll.
14.
It'll go out of bounds at about the Nashua North. Titans
great defensive
14.
stand by North,
It'll be
and
1st and 10.
Merrimack turns
Titans.
around and does a great job on the special teams, spinning North back to the 10.
Special teams, so important, you know? So important. Just really something you got to have. Nothing changes momentum more, as we've seen, than a kickoff return, right? Or a punt return for a touchdown.
It just takes the air out of you.
Yeah, it really does. 1st and 10 at the 14 for the Titans. They trail 15-7. Handoff straight ahead and across the 20 to the 22.
Ball carried by number 6, Luke Peters.
That was Peters. I thought it was. Couldn't tell right away. We're a little bit
84,
further
Connor
away.
Page. Pickup of 8 on the play. 2nd and 2.
8 of 8 for Peters.
Real good push up front there, and anytime Peters can get to the second level, he's a threat to go all the way.
If you're a North football fan, you have to like the way they've responded down 15-0. You know, the kickoff return, the whole bit. I mean, they haven't checked out of this game by any means. Say will hand it off.
Peters once again off the left side, and
Peters
he gets
in
snapped
around
up.
the 20. He lost
Leading
2.
the charge there for the Tomahawks was number 14, Caden Dine.
Dine on the tackle.
It'll be a 3rd down and 3 for the Titans.
3rd and 3 at the 21. Well, I don't think you're in 2-down territory here, but what do you? I mean, I think Sasay's gonna probably. It looks like we might see student body Smith, right? Let's see.
Good,
Nope.
Smith.
Sasay's gonna throw it. It's deflected.
Smith out of the game on that
Say
play.
rolls
Oh, that's
left,
right.
ball is batted down. It'll bring up a 4th
Guess
down
is trying
for
to get him a
Nashua
rest
North.
after that defensive series, and
Yep,
running them
that's
up the
the
middle.
thing, you know, because you're playing a high motor position, and you need the rest.
yeah, you're going both ways where you're playing 2 positions where you don't get any downs off,
Right.
and you're the punter and you're the
Darius
kicker.
Smith deep for the Titans.
So they can't even rest you on a special teams play.
So North will punt. Smith is back out there. He's going to run with it, and it's a fake. And I don't
Big
know
punter
if
on
he
the
made
right
it or
side. He'll stop the clock.
not. When
as
he
a
dove,
penalty
it
on the
depends on
play.
where his knee came down, right?
Yeah, he extended the
2,
ball, but I
Shane
don't know if he
Egan.
was in bounds at that point. It looks like the refs have
It looks
spotted
like
it
the ref
short.
spotted him a couple yards short.
And you'll decline this penalty if it's against North.
That's right. The flag was down. Let's see what the call is. Yeah, North's moving back.
Not quite sure if that was a fake or they just started doing a
Or
rugby
if Smith had the
style
option.
kick. And,
Yeah,
and
right.
if,
Saw something.
if you see green, go.
Right.
It'll be a holding call against the Titans. It will be declined. 1st and 10 for the Tomahawks.
So Smith runs out,
He'll set up shop
and he gets out to
on
about
the
the
Nashua
22.
North 23-yard line.
He got 2 yards and short. So Merrimack will take over. 2:04 left in the quarter. Boy, we played a whole game in 1 quarter. 1st and 10, Hawks, Tomahawks at the 23-yard line. Mujawar with a handoff and caught. He's dying back around the
14,
25-yard line.
Dine on the carry, brought down by number 22, Darius Smith.
And it looks
Loss
like
of a couple in the play, 2nd and 12.
North settling down defensively, giving Merrimack a hard time up front.
Yep. And he's giving Merrimack a hard time everywhere. Bourgeois is going right, he's going left, and Smith's been there every play. 2nd and 13 now at the 25. Bourgeois with a side pass
Now,
in the flat, complete, and bouncing off a tackle and getting
Bourgeois
close to a
pass
first
complete
down.
to number 2, Souhegan.
Souhegan on the reception.
Number 6,
And
Luke Peters drives him out of bounds. It'll be
it's a nice play by
third
Egan, breaking
down
a tackle,
and a long
making it
3.
close and making
Yep.
it manageable.
yeah, exactly. Now, you're right. The word is manageable, right? And now it'll be third down at about 4. Hand up again, straight ahead. They try to go up the middle. They can't do
number
it.
22, Gabe Gorman on the carry. He gets stacked up by number 20, Jenwin Luberis.
It's a nice play by Oliveira, squeezing
Oh,
that down,
sure
staying
is.
That'll
square,
set up a 4th
Yeah.
down and 4.
and wrapping up. You know, a
No
lot of
doubt
times we'll
about
see
it.
guys
Hey,
make the initial
Tight man's
contact.
Time to get loud here.
and not finish.
All right, they're going to go for it here. 4th and 4.
See if they go or try and make North jump.
Oh, they're
Looked
going.
like we had a little bit of movement
They're going to have a
inside.
pass, and a cast is completed out of bounds. It's going to be a first down if it stays.
Bourgeois' pass is complete.
Should probably give them forward progress.
To number 2,
And they are waving
Shea
first
Egan.
down. Egan on the reception. Where'd you see the
Down by a
movement?
host of Titans.
Where'd you see the movement?
Not
Right
before.
side?
I
right
looked
side?
right before, quick.
Yep.
1st and 10, Merrimack.
1st and 10 at the 11, so they can get a first down without a touchdown. Bourgeois is going to throw. Pass over the middle, incomplete.
Bourgeois' pass intended for number 10, Josh Ozog, is incomplete.
Well, they had that play
Provided
open
before
earlier,
Jaden
but
Yep.
they had some more yards to work with.
It'll
That
be
pass just a
2nd
little
down
behind.
and 10 for the Tomahawks.
Ozog, the timing wasn't there.
Yep, and Merrimack
They're not-
continuing to attack the middle of the field.
Yeah, they are. Why? I mean, they haven't really had much success, up front, but pass-wise, maybe. Again, I see all that real estate to the right side. I just don't understand why they're not using it. Here they go. Bourgeois now is going to cut inside. He's going to go and not turn the
On
corner.
keeper around the right side. And he is stacked up by number 6, Luke Peters.
Nice tackle by Luke Peters coming up, finishing
Well, that's
that.
the other thing we talk about Peters. He's a good tackler.
Pick
Yeah.
up maybe a half a yard. It'll be a 3rd down and
Boy.
9.
That looked like Bourgeois was going to go forever.
Yeah.
And he just changed directions, and it just didn't work out for him.
Yeah, good closing speed by North on that.
Yeah. And that'll do it for the first
And that
quarter.
will do it for the first quarter here.
Boy, I'll
from
tell you, a
Calvary
game and a
Field
quarter is
is
what we've
the
seen.
Merrimack Tomahawks 15 and the Nashua North Titans 7.
Got-
Score after one, it is 15-7 in favor of Nashua North. We'll take a little short break for our voices, and we'll be back with the second quarter right after
Once
this.
again, we would like to remind people to be sure to visit the concession stand to help support Souhegan High School, who has been so kind to us here today. On behalf of the Nashua North football program, we would like to extend our appreciation and gratitude to Athletic Director Kelly Braley, her assistant AD Ben Arnold, Souhegan High School, and the entire Amherst community for hosting us here this afternoon. Thank you for your hospitality during this challenging time. Nashua ETV is recording and live streaming a select schedule of South, North, and PG varsity football games this season. Be sure to tune in and listen to former Nashua North coach Dante Lorendi on today's call.
Attaboy, Dante.
And welcome back, everybody. The start of the second quarter here at Calvetti Field, the campus of Souhegan High School. It is 15-7 in favor of the Tomahawks, and they are looking at a fourth down. Are they, or is it third?
Third down. looks
Third
like.
down. Third and about a long 7. Bourgeois on the run, trying to get out, and he can't get anywhere.
Goes down again.
The flag
Darius
is
Smith
down,
on the
so we may
sack.
see a hold there
And
as
there's
well.
another flag on the play.
Yeah, again, just great pressure by North.
Oh, they are getting after it in the backfield, that's for sure.
A little surprised we didn't see little rollout there, get him on the outside of the perimeter.
Yeah. He tried, right? He didn't do it quick enough, though. Seemed.
Yeah, I don't know if that was called or he just kind of scrambling.
Yep.
I know you probably don't want to be running towards 22.
So now you got a 4th down coming up, and Merrimack doesn't like to kick these, so my guess is they'll go for it here. Kind of talking it over, waiting to see what the penalty is going to be. And when I say kick, I mean field goal.
And then North going to decide, do they decline it
It's
and
going to
give
be a
them another
holding
3rd
call
down?
against
Or
the Tomahawks. It'll be declined.
Yep.
They'll take the play. 4th down for the Tomahawks.
4th down.
Time to get loud, North.
4th and 15. Flag down. Might be delay. Couldn't be delayed any more than it already was.
And there is no penalty.
Oh, they're going to pick it up.
Just kidding.
Must have blown out of his pocket, right? The ball at about the 17, 18-yard line. Bourgeois.
see if they go back and attack the middle of the field here.
And they're going to look right, and they're going to throw a pass over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Wow,
They did-
and you're going to get a
Oh,
flag.
they're going to get a
Incomplete.
pass interference.
Flags will fly.
But that's not going to be a 1st down because it's from the line of scrimmage.
If it's
Pass
not an
interference,
automatic
right?
1st down,
Not an
right.
automatic in high school, so it's from the line of scrimmage, and it'll hit a point where it's half the distance to the goal.
It's going to be a pass interference
Yeah, it's-
call against the Titans.
unlike the pros, it's not a spot foul.
Right. So they're going to – the ball's at the 18, so it's going to go 8 yards to the 10.
It will not be a
And
1st
then
down. It'll be
5
4th down and
to the
about
5.
8 for the Tomahawks.
4th and 8. It's about the 8-yard line, 9-yard line. So they have to get to the 1. And let's see what we got. We got the whistle on. Maybe looking at the spot of the ball.
Official timeout on the field.
We've barely played 30 seconds here in the 4th quarter. It seems like, or 2nd quarter, it seems like we've played about 5 minutes. And now I believe that's Jeff Kleiner. Is he the official today?
I don't
Sure.
believe so.
No,
Looks
so
like
it's not him. Yeah, if it was him, he'd have the microphone. He has that mic that he likes to use.
kind of look like Dan O'Neill.
All right, here we go. 4th down.
Again.
Bourgeois back to throw. A quick out, and it's caught. Is it dropped or
Bourgeois
caught? It's
pass
caught.
is
Touchdown.
complete to number 11, Stephen Doyle.
Doyle
And
on
he
the
is in
reception for the
Tomahawk
touchdown.
touchdown.
That is a big score for Merrimack on 4th down. The defender, I'm not sure who it was, tried to get there and deflected. He just got there a second too late.
Yeah, that was a excellent route and good ball placement.
It was a quick out and a touchdown in the end zone.
Caden dying to attempt the point after.
Goal line is so tough to defend because you're so worried about getting beat.
Oh, either side,
Behind
right?
you.
Yeah, right. Kick
That's-
is up.
You overplay it, and
Dine's kick is no
Those
good.
short throws are there.
So with
Right.
11:20 to go
So
here
Dine
in
missed the
first
kick.
quarter, second quarter,
So it's a
excuse me,
straight
the score,
2-touchdown deficit here for Nashua North.
21 and the Nashua North Titans 7.
21-7. Strengths for Merrimack so far.
when they can get the ball off,
Right.
they've had some
Hey, students,
success throwing it.
Faculty,
Right.
When-
parents, friends of Nashua Athletics,
I think
be
they're
sure to
rolling
check
the
out
dice to
Nashua
see,
North
you got to look,
Athletic website
you're going to start to
at
see a quicker passing game because they just can't protect
www.nationalathletics.com.
against Darius Smith. But when they have been able to get the ball off, they've had success throwing the ball.
Stay up to date on schedule information, game results,
Strikes for
athletic
North.
department news, and announcements through
Just
NashuaNorthAthletics.com
inconsistent.
or by following the handle
They're
at
doing a good job
Nashua
stopping the
Athletics
run,
on X. Your two
but
online stops
giving up
for everything
big
you
plays
need
in the
to
pass
know.
game.
Nashua North.
And
that's a fourth down situation. You got a chance to get off the field. You get the penalty, obviously, which is unlucky.
And Peters are deep for the Titans.
You just can't keep giving teams extra opportunities.
And they gave him 15 points, and then the penalties gave him even more. So that's a big score for Merrimack. A sustained drive, if you will. They hadn't had one. Really, every drive they had was gifted to them, except for that one. And a squib kick, and they're going to go very short. Taken by Krulikowski at around the 36-yard line.
That short kickoff is recovered by number 50, Jack Krulikowski.
This time they squib kicked it away from number 6.
Yes, how about that? That's what a
It'll
concept.
be 1st and 10 for the Titans from their own 36-yard line.
So you're talking to a kid. You're talking to a player after he does that, and when he's told, don't kick it anywhere near the kid. What does he say?
Yeah.
What do they? What do they say to you?
Kickers are very unique sometimes. Sometimes they hear what they want to hear, or the ball bounces. That might have been a situation when North made a late switch when he kicked it, and like you said, it just ended up in the wrong hands.
Oh, it's to say. He probably regrets not giving it there to Smith, and he gets stacked up on the fake handoff, play action handoff.
On the play.
Merrimack getting more physical on the D-line up front the last couple of series. You saw Darius Smith have some real nice carries, and Luke Peters the last couple of times North has run the ball.
Yep. Now
Merrimack's
going to
been
roll
very
out.
stout.
Now he's going to cut back.
Got some room.
And Sisay dives forward. That's not a bad scramble.
Back to the right, finally brought down by number 45.
Went to the first day of practice in August.
Now to set up a 3rd and 5 for the Titans.
Because Canaway was hurt
and
still recovering. He was the quarterback, and he looked like he knew what to do, where to throw, how to he looks like
he's a very good athlete.
Yeah.
He's very natural back there when you watch him. He throws a nice ball. He's running, and experience is going to really help him.
And I'll tell you what else about Sisay in a second after this play as he rolls out, and he's going to throw it across, and he flips it, and it's intercepted. Oh my goodness!
That's what we talk about with experience.
There you go.
Young, you're trying to make something happen.
Right,
trying
exactly.
to make a play.
87 for the Tomahawks. That was Zach Reddy.
Reddy with the interception, threw it right to him. He's a big body, tough to throw around him. I think Sisay was trying to throw around him, and he just
It'll be
couldn't do it.
1st and 10 for the Tomahawks.
Yeah, like you said, sometimes when you're young and you're trying to make plays, you don't realize that sometimes an incomplete pass is the best play you can make, and you keep the ball and you live to play another down.
Sisay is a member of a club that is growing by leaps and bounds these days. Son of an athlete that I covered.
Yeah.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Number 87, Zach Reddy on the carry.
Good athlete running back at BG, right?
Tough yards.
Yep, Lamin Sisay.
Looked like number
One of Tony Johnson's first stars. Unfortunately for Lamin, it was on teams that weren't that good, and they didn't go very far. All the success happened after he graduated. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. On the 37. Oh, Bourgeois is going to try deep. That had no
Bourgeois
chance.
takes a shot deep down the right side. Ball was intended for number 11, Stephen Doyle.
Doyle had no room to run. He was kind of almost
coverage provided by
going
number
down the sidelines.
24,
Didn't have a
Yandel
step.
Velasquez. It'll be 3rd down and 8.
Let's see if they go to the middle of the field, like you say, again on a pass play. Yeah, 3rd and a long 8.
Yeah, my guess is you won't see a rollout left here with Smith to
because
wide
that's where
side
Smith
of the field.
is, right? Yep.
Haven't seen Merrimack very much this year, but every now and then they would have a good little screen in their package.
Quick slant over the middle. It's caught, but is it enough for a first down?
Pass
Looks like
over
be
the
a little bit
is
short.
To number 2, Souhegan.
Let's see.
Down by number 20, Chevron Luveras. That'll set up a 4th down.
4th and about a yard.
A yard for the Tomahawks.
At the 31. 4th and 1 at the 31.
That makes it a little easier to go for it on 4th.
Yeah, it does. And they're all bunched up in the middle to see if they're going to go with the big fella.
Oh, I don't know.
And he's not going to get it.
Ball carried by number 5,
Nope.
Nate Sadia.
He's short, and Merrimack turns it over on
And the
downs.
inside official says nope. It'll be 1st and 10, Nashua North.
As Jason Roby would say, and he doesn't do it because he's got to be the PA guy. No soup for you.
Yeah, great penetration by North. I couldn't see who made the initial penetration.
I couldn't either. But again, Smith on this side, they had all that space, couldn't do it.
Titans will take over at their own 31-yard line.
Well, teams have been able to get in the Merrimack backfield this year. And the worst time was in the 2-point conversion that Merrimack went to try to win the game against Wyndham. And the Wyndham linebacker was basically, I think he had to snap count time because he was, as soon as as soon as Sahil touched the football, he looks up and he sees a Jaguar jersey in front of him. I mean, on top of him. 1st and 10.
Luke Peters tries the left
nope.
side.
Again, Merrimack continuing to be strong up front.
Yeah, they
Tackle
are.
led by number 5, Nate Sadia. No gain on the play.
As the wind continues to swirl around us. No gain for Peters, 2nd and 10. North not having a lot of success running the football.
North jumping back into that diamond front.
Sasay's going to roll out. Throws it, got him just over.
Sasay's pass intended for number 20,
The
Kevin
hands.
Rivera, is incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd down for the Titans.
It's a nice change up there out of that diamond formation, which is usually a heavy run formation.
And Merrimack was defending against the run, and that's why you had a receiver open across the middle, right?
Good play action, just couldn't execute it.
Yep. Just a step away. Pass just a little bit away from the intended receiver.
Again, Darius Smith out of the game, getting a rest.
Right. 3 receivers to the bottom of your screen. That's where Sasay's going to roll out. He's going to be chased. He's going to throw. He has open space, but he throws it to the sideline. I wonder if the wind caught that.
Is intended for
Is
number
that
6,
Sale?
Peters.
That really
I
sailed.
think
Incomplete. That'll bring up a 4th down
on
for
the
the
rollout, what you want is he kept running towards the sideline instead of trying attacking to get his body going upfield, where you have a
Upfield,
little bit more ball control.
So his body was angled to the sideline.
Yeah, when you start to
Right.
drift to the sideline, that
Yeah.
gets out of there. Now, obviously, Merrimack defenders had a little something to do with that.
Number 11, Stephen Doyle is back to receive.
Doyle back to take
Darius
the punt.
Smith's punt.
Smith is going to punt it. Timeout on the field.
And a timeout is called
by
the
Merrimack.
Tomahawks.
With 8:06 to play here in the 2nd quarter. 21-7. Next Friday night here on Nashua ETV, it'll be Goffstown and Nashua South, the final home game, the senior night for Nashua South. North's got to take a little bus ride this time next weekend. How are they going to go to?
Yeah.
Actually, they'll be doing it on Friday, I would imagine. Right?
Yeah,
Nashua
heading up
ETV
to
color
Buffalo to
commentary
play.
man Dante Lorendigo, when he wants a piece of pizza.
Headed
That's
out
right,
to-
he heads down to the snack shack.
Is that true? Do you go to the
Dante
snack
down
shack?
to the
for pizza?
It's not New York pie, but hey, it's pretty close.
Can I say bad words on this
No, you can't.
broadcast? Oh,
No, you can't.
okay.
And listen, I have to do play-by-play color with Roby sometimes. Believe me, it's difficult. There's a lot of restraint being used.
You don't have to tell me. I worked with him for a
Yeah,
number
exactly.
of years.
No kidding. All right, here we go. 4th down and a punt. 4th and 10 from the 31.
Another
Low
bad
snap. Smith, though, gets good hands and gets it. And there's going to be a return from the 25. And out of bounds at the 40. Slips a little bit.
I
Smith's
think
punt
I
is
think you see
fielded
a
by
little
number 11, Stephen
result of
Doyle, and he returns it before being pushed
punt
out of bounds.
issues.
By
You had a
number
good punt
10,
get off.
James
You only had
Bolio.
one guy down there in the
It'll
punt
be 1st and
coverage.
10
So
Right.
for the Tomahawks.
North very lucky that
That
didn't go a little
return.
further than
Yeah,
it did.
yep. So Merrimack will take over, 1st and 10 at around the 37.5-yard line, 38-yard line. Tom King along with Dante Lorende. Pete Johnson, our executive producer. Grace LeMay from Merrimack TV on camera. And in the backfield, it dropped for a loss.
Number 20, Antonio
Delgado
is wrapped up
with
with
the
52,
stop.
Denzel Delgado.
They let everybody know it.
having a nice day. He
On the play,
was
second and
involved in
11.
some of those pressures with Darius Smith earlier, getting in the backfield. Both these defensive fronts have really been stubborn the last few series.
Loss of a yard.
Not giving up much in the run game.
Yeah, there's a lot of backfield penetration in this game. So Sisse's going to throw, and it's complete, just out of the reach of Smith. And tackled it around the 40.
Pass is complete to number 10, Josh Ozog, pushed out of bounds by number 50, finally, Gavin Whiting, or rather Jack Krulikowski, excuse me.
So Ozog is dropped at the 43. He got about 5. 3rd down at about 7 from the 43-yard line. Now, make it 3rd and 5. Bourgeois, quick out, over the head, no, caught. Got a tall receiver out there, but he had to go up so high to get the ball. By the time he came down, he had no room to run. You got to complete that very quickly and run right away.
If that gets there a little quicker, you might have a chance to make a move or at least get a chance to take a shot at the first down.
That'll bring up a 4th down for the Tomahawks.
No gain on the play. Today's game brought to you by Nashua ETV and is available on Comcast Nashua Channel 22 in standard def and Channel 1073 in HD. As the punt goes down, taken at the 26-yard line. We got a little bit of a return here. And here we go. All the way down to the 20s, across the 15 and out of bounds and around the 20-yard line.
And that is number 6, Luke Peters.
That's Peters.
Punt return for the Titans. No flags.
Unbelievable. You throw it to him.
1st and 10 for the Titans.
It just dangerous. Just dangerous.
Boy, I'll tell you, that's a punt return. He got it around the 20-yard line. About 30, about a 50-yard punt return for Peters.
Great return. And just kind of when Merrimack thinks they're getting a little bit comfortable, Luke Peters shows up.
Right, exactly, right? 1st and 10 at the 20. Sisse hands it off. And up the middle.
14, Dylan Noble on the carry.
Noble to about the 20, 19-yard line.
Merrimack defensive front. Tackled by number 64, Nicholas Frankie. Pickup of about a yard, 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9, it'll be still just inside the 20, barely. Noble again, and he's dropped right at the line of scrimmage.
Noble again on the carry on the right side, and tackled once again by number 64.
So now you're going to see Sisse try to maneuver himself, I think, on 3rd and 9.
Yep. I think you're going to get some type of boot out to the field.
And you got Peters back on the field. He took a breather after that punt return, and you're right, Smith comes out again on 3rd down.
See if we get a wheel route here from Peters.
He is the top of your screen.
Yep.
Left side, but Sisse is going to try to run. He's not going to throw it over, and he's
sacked. And he'll get sacked on the play.
Loss of about 5.
Number 64 has the hat trick, Nicholas Frankie. That'll be a loss.
Good job in coverage by number 21, Okuga.
Yeah, he took Peters away, so Sisse looked real quick.
They ran a little roll, and he was sitting on top of it. They played that nicely.
Yep, 4th down at about the 26-yard line. North's probably going to go, right? You're not putting the ball, that's for sure. So they're going to go for it. see what we got here.
See if they can protect to give him some time.
Yeah. Now he's going to look to that side, up the top. He's going to receiver. No, couldn't make the
Pass
connection.
was intended for number 80, Sean Burris, is incomplete.
Looking
was
for
a-
Burris.
On the play, but
Had him
number 21,
initially.
Caden.
That was a great throw.
Yeah, it was.
Looked like Burris hesitated for a second to try and find the ball, but that was a great throw
Tomahawks
by
will take over
Sisay.
on downs, 1st and 10.
So Merrimack will take over.
Hey fans, today's game is
Had
brought to you by
Burris.
Nashua TV. It is available on Comcast
And-
Nashua Channel 22 in standard def and Channel 1073
Ball
in
got
high
there,
def.
but so did the
game
defender at about the same
Also
time. Got
available
his
through
hands
our
up
New
and was able
Hampshire
to knock it
Coalition
away.
for Community Media Partner station Merrimack TV on Merrimack Channels 8 and HD 1072. Both stations also stream to their respective apps on Roku, Apple ATV.
Yeah, wasted
and
opportunity
Fire
there
TV.
with that great punt return. Ball inside the 20,
Right.
come away with nothing.
1st and 10 at the 26. 3:47 left in the half. Sisay guns it out to the right, complete. In the flat, a gain of about 5.
Another good play by Dylan Noble out there.
Coming up to make the
Who'd
tackle.
you
You
are?
gotta
Great
make it right
tackle.
away.
Again, Nate makes that tackle.
Doyle
That's
brought down, but
Yep.
14, Dylan
a lot of green
Noble.
grass ahead of
Pick
him.
up a 5 on the play, 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at about the 32. 31-yard line. 3:17, clock continues to tick. Wind continues to blow. Handoff, and that's just not there for
Yeah.
either
Oh.
team.
Well, these running games
Number
have
22,
They are
Gabe
hamstrung.
Dorman on the carry. He is stacked up and pushed back by number 20, Jedwin Luveris.
Laveris for
Loss
North.
on the play. It'll be
On the
3rd down
tackle.
and 6.
Another great tackle play by him. Minus on that play. Back to the 29. Lost 5 yards. 3rd and about 7. Ujawar throws it over the middle. Complete. Caught by number 84 and a 1st down for the Tomahawks at the 41.
Bujar's
the
pass
Titans were in
complete to
good
number
position to
84,
defend that. They
Connor
just
Page.
ran into each other.
He'll have the necessary yardage for a Tomahawk 1st down. Officials
And a
timeout on the
timeout.
field.
On the field with an injury, so we'll read this again. Today's game brought to you by Nashua ETV and is available on Comcast Nashua Channel 22 in standard def and Channel 1073 in high def. The game is also available through our New Hampshire Coalition for Community Media Partner Station Merrimack TV on Merrimack Channels 8 and HD 1072. Both stations will also stream to their respective apps on Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. The NHCCM partner station provides many home and away games throughout the year. Check out the schedule at www.hccm.tv/calendar/sports.
Flags will
And
fly
we got the
here.
flag
It's
on the
gonna
play.
be Full start against the Tomahawks.
Trying to go a little too fast on that one.
It'll be 1st and 15 for Merrimack.
1st and 15 as a procedural call. Ball at the 35. And a run wide by Mujawar. We haven't seen him do this much today. And he gets
Bourgeois on
outside.
the sweep around the left side. Knocked out of bounds.
Another
22,
great play
Darius
by
Smith.
Darius Smith chasing him down
Yes.
from the back side
Yep.
of the field.
Preventing a big play there.
Might get a hold here on a Merrimack receiver.
Yeah, you're right. Receivers do that a lot, don't they? Because they're not used to blocking, right? They should be used to blocking, but they don't like
They
it.
should be, and sometimes when you're out there, it's kind of a long time to hold the block.
Right. And it is a penalty
will
against
go
Merrimack.
against the Tomahawks.
Be a 10-yard penalty. It was at the 39. They'll mark it by the spot foul back to the 29-yard line.
That
So,
10-yarder
that
will
comes
bring
back.
it back. It'll be 1st and 20 for Merrimack.
1st and 20 for the Tomahawks. They keep moving in the wrong direction if you're a Merrimack fan. Back at the 29. Mujuar back to throw. Over the middle, batted down by Smith.
Mujuar's pass is batted down and incomplete.
Second and 20 at the
Smith
40.
doing a
Second
little
down
bit of
and
everything
20
today.
for the Tomahawk.
Well, that's the way he's an athlete,
Yep.
right? That's the way he is. He's only got a couple more of these games left.
I believe he just committed to Bryant to for track and field. I believe he's going to throw the shot.
Throw the
there.
shot put, yep. Mujuar faked the handoff to Dine. He probably should have given it to him.
That counter play
He
run
gets
by
leveled.
number 87 for the Tomahawk.
Hands it off to the other player, 87,
Jack Reddy.
to Reddick, and Reddick gets knocked down right
Number
away.
52, Denzel Delgado.
Yeah, boy, these two teams are just
They're just in the
shutting
back,
the door.
Number 78,
In the run game.
David Terry
Boy, they
Alago on
have.
the stop. Timeout on the field.
Oh, the ball is marked back at the 26. Third and 25. 21-7 to score. Tom King along with Dante Lorendi, Grace LeMay on camera, Pete Johnson, our executive producer. Hello to everybody on in Merrimack watching this on Merrimack TV. And in Nashua on Nashua ETV.
It's an important series for North at this point. You can get a stop, maybe get a score. You know, Merrimack's getting the ball back in the second half.
That's right. Titans got the ball on the kickoff and then turned it right over. Third down and forever. Mujuar looked deep, didn't have a receiver. Now he's got one down the sidelines, but doesn't see him. He's going to run out of bounds.
Mujuar back to pass, scrambles
Nice
off
job.
to the left side. He is tackled by number 54, Ian Blake. Clock will stop.
1:33 left. North, I believe, probably called timeout. Or no, it went out of bounds, right?
It'll be a timeout.
No, they took a
Nashua
timeout.
North.
Yeah,
They
timeout
took
North.
it, yep.
Now, if you Mujuar there, you might take a shot deep and throw it deep. If it's picked, it's like a punt.
He pumped
On
once,
that.
didn't see anybody, and then there was a receiver calling for it at the 50, but he looked pretty covered. So Mujuar decided to hold it. I don't know if he even saw him, and then ran it out.
And hey, during this timeout, let's hear it for the Nashua North cheerleaders.
Well, we know what we're looking for here, right?
and
Peters
how
deep.
about a big round of applause for the Nashua North band?
Yeah, this could be North's best offensive play today is the punt return.
Yeah, exactly. 4th and 25. Dine to kick. Peters set for a return. And they kick it away from him.
Big.
So, and at the 41, it's down.
That punt takes a Titan bounce and it rolls back over the 40-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Nashua North from their own
These
41-yard
two
line.
teams have lived in each other's backfields. On special teams as well.
Merrimack got 2 breaks there.
Yep,
One that they
right.
got the punt off, and 2 that Peters didn't
Peters
field.
didn't field it. Now, should he have tried to field it?
Probably, but
Because it was up there for a little while. So, but would he have had any room to do anything once he caught it? 1st and 10 at the 41. Say looking
Say
down
looking
the field.
for him right now on
He's
the
got a
wheel
wide
route.
open receiver. He's got him. This is going to go for 6, folks. All the way in. No, flag
Cesari's
down.
pass is complete to number 6, Luke Peters.
And Peters
He's
caught
dragged
it.
down from behind.
Well, I
And
can't
there's
believe it
a
didn't go all the
penalty.
way. And a flag was down. Probably a face mask on the tackle.
Looked like a face mask.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
great. That's a great throw by.
Oh, by Sase.
Sase.
Perfect throw. So who cares whether Peters
Yeah.
returned it or not, right? Now we don't care. If you're a North fan, he gets it all the way down. That is a 58-yard pass play if they mark it where I think they will, which is at around the 1-yard line.
Yeah, the penalty will be half a yard, if that, based on where he.
Right.
That'll be a personal foul call against the Tomahawks. It'll be half the distance to the goal. It'll be 1st and goal for the Titans.
Just what if you're Merrimack, what you don't want to do, don't let them beat you deep. There's a minute and a half, just over a minute left. You know they're going to try to do it.
Yeah, if you're Merrimack, I think you're wondering how
did that happen?
Are we only down? Are we only up 2 scores? Maybe possibly only be one score right now. You seem to at least control the game, but North is hitting these home run plays.
Home run plays, right? Peters 2 long returns. 1 was for a touchdown. 1 the drive stalled, and now he makes the big reception. 1st and goal. Smith.
And that's number 22, Darius
I don't think
Smith
he was
on
touched.
the carry. And he is in for the Nashua.
That might have been the easiest 1-yard run of Darius Smith's career.
See, no kidding, right? It looked like practice.
And you go back to that previous series, good use of the timeout, stopping the clock, getting the ball back, and a big play.
To see Darius Sisse,
47 seconds still left on the clock.
Darius Sisse hit that touchdown pass, gets a congratulations from, I think it's Zach Harris down there. Oh, bad snap on the point after. And recovering.
High snap controlled by Noble. He'll fall at about the 20-yard line.
So it's going to stay 21-13.
So with 47 seconds to go here in the first half, your score, the Merrimack Tomahawks 21, the Nashua North Titans 13.
They can't sustain positive momentum. They have a couple of great plays, you put the ball in,
yeah, no, right.
And you get a blown extra point. I mean, the good news is you got to score before the half. You've been playing very well on D the last couple of series.
Oh, it's anybody's game, I still think, right? Just because of the way both defenses have played.
The way things are going with the turnovers and
the special teams. Yeah, exactly. You know, it's a toss-up. So with 47 seconds left to play in the half, Merrimack will be set to return the kickoff. They can, but I doubt it. I bet it'll be a squibber. 21-13.
Egan and Diner back.
Egan Diner back to set to return.
For the Tomahawks.
And ready on the right, ready on the left, and here we go. They pooch it up. It's going to be taken at about the 25. And down at around the 34-yard line. Dine came up. All right, this is where I always wonder what coaches are going to do. They only got 40 seconds left. You guys are a greedy bunch, you know? You really are. 40 seconds. Take the knee, go in. You're up 8. Don't give North any chance at a turnover.
I think if you're Merrimack here, it's probably a good idea. You're getting the ball
But a lot
back.
of coaches don't do it.
Yeah.
They try to make something happen.
I always worried about the strip sack.
Yeah, exactly. Or the interception. But they're going to take a knee here.
We're going to throw it.
We're
going to throw it way down the field.
Right.
But
what'd they do here?
Merrimack took your advice.
Yeah. So what do we got here?
That'll do it.
They're going to let the clock tick down, so they're all going to come off the field. And that'll do it for the first half, everybody. We hope you've enjoyed the first half of football here on Nashua ETV and Merrimack TV. I'm Tom King with Dante Lorende. We'll be back with the start of the second half.
that will do it for the first half here from Calvetti Field. Your score, Merrimack 21 and Nashua North 13.
And welcome back, everybody, to the Nashua ETV Merrimack TV broadcast of high school football here at Calvetti Field on the campus of Souhegan High School. I'm Tom King along with Dante Lorende, and Pete Johnson just brought out a good point, Dante, that you're not texting us during the game like you are when you're home watching. If you want to text me during the game, that's fine. I'm right next to you. I'll read it, that's fine. So it is halftime. We're about ready to start the second half. 21-13 in favor of the Tomahawks. They got two quick, let's say, turnover. They had a turnover, converted into a score, a block punt, converted to a score, and that really is one of those plays is the difference in the game right now, 21-13.
Yeah, they've capitalized on North miscues early, getting the ball back right away on the kickoff, and see if they can continue the big opening drive right here for both these teams. North, can any of these teams find consistency in the run game, which hasn't happened at all?
No, I know it.
Are they going to come back and attempt to try and run the ball, or are they just going to throw it all out and just try and get some quick scores? North is one thing that North has had is quick strike ability, big returns, big pass plays, and that's kept them in the game.
Yeah, one thing North has had is Luke Peters. Right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. He's kept them in it with a kick return and the long pass completed and then ran it in. We also want to give a shout out to Dan Young, our producer back at the studio, who's doing all the replays that you're watching that we can't see, but you can see them.
Graham Gordon to do the honors.
Thanks to Dan.
Titans.
And the Tomahawks will receive the opening kick here in the second half in an 8-point game, 21-13. And booted deep. Taken by Dine at about the 8-yard line. Going to cut to the left
Dine on the
and pushed out
return
around
for
the
the Tomahawks. He is tackled on the play out of bounds. Going to report Jaden Bolio.
It's a great kick by the freshman and really good
It'll
coverage.
be 1st and 10 Tomahawks.
This might be the worst field position
the
Merrimack has
20
had all game.
No doubt about it. The wind is
Make that
really
the
picked up.
23.
The sun has left the field a little bit. How many adjustments at halftime can you make up front with the blocking schemes or the defensive schemes against the blocks to change the running game? Is there a lot that you can do in that short amount of time?
You don't have that much time. Usually it's just subtle changes, like are we gonna change and now double this, or are we gonna kind of maybe arc release and block that? Do we need to help somebody
right
if they need help?
You're
not overhauling an entire play, but sometimes those subtle little things help out a lot.
Holding against Merrimack, it looks like it may be a call. They're talking about it. I think one of the North football players who's pretending to be a ref made the call, and he made the right call.
The Tomahawks, it'll bring them back 10 yards.
So that's not the way to start the half. And I'll tell you what, you go back 10 yards here, with the way North is getting in the Merrimack backfield, this could be interesting. You know,
Yep.
this really could be. You unleash Smith here, he could really wreak havoc. Mujawar
Yeah, the
is
last thing you want to do is get in second and long, third and long situations and have to throw the ball.
first and 20 from the 12. Mujawar is going to have to really get rid of it quickly. I mean quickly. Keep your eye on number 22. And he doesn't get
Taking
back
a
there,
shot.
and he takes a shot downfield just out of the reach of the
Shot deep
receiver.
down the left side, intended for number 2, Souhegan.
Looking for
It is
Egan and just out of his reach.
incomplete coverage on the play by Yandel Velasquez.
I'm
It'll be
surprised he had
second
time to
and
get
20
it, but they did a
for
good
the
job on
Tomahawks.
stopping Smith that time.
Not bad coverage by the freshman.
That's just it. You put a freshman out in coverage, sometimes the coach just closes his eyes and hopes, right?
Yeah, good athlete, but you still got to play the ball, and anything
Right.
could happen.
Mujawar, under duress, is going to run it, and he's going to be stopped. Get
Mujawar on the
about 2 or
scramble.
3 yards.
Brought down on the play by number 78, David Terriolago.
And this is a down and distance you were talking about earlier, Tom.
Right.
Third and long here. I wouldn't be surprised if it's just a draw
That'll
or
bring up a big third down.
draw or a handoff.
Well, going to throw it. Go deep again. This time he's got the man open, but it's
Mujawar
overthrown.
again takes a shot down the left
Haven't
side.
connected on that pass.
Again intended for Egan.
Tell you what,
It is
Merrimack is living
incomplete.
off those two early
Covered
plays
by
of the
Velasquez
game, right?
on the
They
play,
really are.
only
Yeah,
fourth
well, now
down for the
the
Tomahawks.
pass game has come down to catch it and throw it
Right.
because they just don't have time to get anything to develop deep.
4th and 17. Punt coming up. Line drive kick. Peters can't get to that one. And he's going to have to let it roll. That was a perfect kick to get it away from
Yeah, he
Peters
did.
because he couldn't get over there in time.
Great time, and it took a great
That
roll.
punt
That's
was
a great
dig.
Merrimack
That's a great
great
kick.
change of field
Down
position.
to the
That is a
25
big
yard line.
change in field position.
Shift in the field
You'd
position.
like to
It'll
see
be
Luke
first
get
and
over there,
10,
try and
Nashua
make
North.
an attempt to catch it, and now even if he gets tackled, you got the ball about 20 yards
Right.
further up.
So let's see what North has in their bag of tricks on offense. 1st and 10 Titans at around the 25. 21-13 in favor of Merrimack. Sisse hands it off. Going to be
Dylan Noble.
Noble, yeah. Couldn't see the number,
Yeah.
but you
Number
saw it.
14, Dylan Noble
And
on
he
the carry, tackled by number
got about 4
11,
yards.
Stephen Doyle.
Maybe 5.
Pickup
run.
of about 5 on the play, 2nd and 5.
Good run to the left side. Let's see if they go now to the right. Peters in motion, and he takes the ball. There he goes to the right, turns the corner. Watch out. Only one man to beat. He's going to cut it
boy.
across. He's in. See ya.
And that is number 6, Luke Peters. And he is in for the Nashua North touchdown.
Luke Peters.
Dynamic, just dynamic.
Just unbelievable. Anytime he touches the football, you get on your knees and pray. If you're the defensive coach, and if you're the offensive coach, you just say, "Yep, yeah, we've got a 70% chance of scoring."
And he had a nice block there, but it looked like Jedwin Laveris. A nice block out on the edge. Luke did a nice job of kind of dipping in, setting out the block, and turning that corner.
70 yards on the run. And now it is 21-19, and North can tie it with the 2-point. They're going to go for it here. Let's see. Peters is behind Sisse. Sisse fakes to him. He's going to roll. He's going to try to throw it just out of the reach of the receiver intended in the far corner.
Intended for number 81, Graham Gordon, is
For
incomplete.
Graham Gordon, and
So
just
with
out of the
9:43
reach.
to go in the third quarter. Your score, Merrimack.
Sissay did a nice job creating more time on that. Just couldn't get the ball on him, and he's being pressured.
Well, I'll tell you, he faked to Peters. My inclination would be, you know what? Kid just ran 70 yards. He could probably run another 5. So the Titans still trail, but it's getting tighter. 21-19 the score. So Merrimack will get the kickoff once again. And now you start to say, okay, this game's got the look of maybe a seesaw back and forth. If Merrimack can come down and score, or North could just keep the pressure on. We'll
you never got the sense, even Merrimack up 15-0. You never got the sense that it was just the door was closing. You kind of always felt like this is.
Well, that's because Peters has got his foot in that door.
Yeah.
Taken by Dine. He's going to cut to the left, and he's going to go towards the sideline and cuts back. Nice run by Dine. Kept it going.
14, Caden Dine on
at about the
like
33.
Back over 50, Jack Grulikowski.
Well, it's a kick return, right?
Flag on the field.
Another hold on Merrimack.
Block in the back.
Yep. Another bad block. There you hear the wind. Starting to gust. We need the sun, Dante. We're out of the sun now. This is not good.
On the wrong side.
Goal against the Tomahawks. It'll be 1st and 10 for Merrimack from their own 18-yard line.
So the Tomahawks, after the penalty, will start 1st and 10 at the 18. Mujawar looking to that left side again in the pass is complete out to about the 23-yard line.
Good again. That's the third straight pass they've thrown to the left. Don't know if they like the matchup against the freshman, Velasquez.
It'll be 2nd and 5.
Dine caught it, got 5. Yeah, you wonder why they're going that way. There must be something they like, right? Something they see.
Well, they've been rotating in 2 freshmen.
Or is he more comfortable just looking that way? I don't know. I've seen Mujawar a lot this year. I've seen him, this is the 4th time I've seen him. One of the most improved players from last year. He's going to run now. He's going to turn the corner, but not get much.
Around the left side.
Gets out to the 25, about.
With a little bit of help from number 4, Jaden Bolio. That'll set up a 3rd down and 4 for the Tomahawks.
Yeah, he got about a yard to the 24. 3rd and 4 from the 24. It's been a while since Merrimack's gotten a 1st down, I think. Who's right to that side again? Now he's going to go right to Smith. He just stepped right towards him. Darius Smith.
And that was another one. He pumped, pulled down, and just
well, he pumps, he pulls down, he steps, and he looks up, and there's 22, and Smith's got his arms wide open.
Yeah,
ready to give him a nice bear hug.
He can't get the ball off right away.
No, if he does it, it's right, exactly.
Connor Page to do the honors for the Tomahawks.
Page with the punt. Connor Page and a nice roll taken, and Peters couldn't quite get there.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I know. He gets up slowly, but he's okay.
6, Carter DiMaggio. It'll be 1st and 10.
Another good punt this time. Luke does a good job of taking it, saving some yards.
Well, my other thing, you use the word save, was saving Luke, because he's not the biggest kid.
Yeah.
So how often do you want him out there? But if you're North, you got to have him out there all the time.
45-yard line.
He already had a shoulder injury, right, in camp, and then to start
Luke's
the season.
A kid. He's nonstop all year.
Right.
Football, the basketball,
and it's a track.
Track and
track's less physical, so he doesn't. Here's a run by Sissay
on the keeper.
and he doesn't get anything.
If you ever seen Luke, too, you know he's working out year-round, too.
Right.
So he's not,
He gets dragged down by number 63.
not getting a ton of rest. For
Yeah, he's a lot like
Right.
me, right? He's a lot like me.
Pick up
Working
a
out
yard
every
on the
day,
play, 2nd and 9.
playing 3 sports, the whole bit. My 3 sports: standing up, sitting down, and eating. And I'm very good at all 3. Sasay rolls out, flips it up in the flat, and down at about
Pass complete to
the
number 6,
40,
Luke Peters.
49.
There's
It's
a
Peters.
flag on the play.
Another flag.
Tackle was by Josh Ozog. We'll sort this one
Again,
out.
you're going to get another hold by a
It's gonna be a
receiver on the
hold against
perimeter.
the Titans.
And it's at around the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be about a 10-yard penalty right from there.
Yeah, and I think what's happened is
Now, it's, I guess well, let's see where the flag was. Spot foul, right? So, 47-yard line. What were you going to say, Dante?
just the receivers out there on the perimeter are having a hard time on that. It seems like Merrimack defenders doing a nice job of jumping the bubble to take it away from Luke.
Yep.
And so the receiver's getting to commit to only one block. You know, you'd like to
Right.
cover a guy up and give a two-way go, but if he takes that angle and you got nowhere to go, it's tough, and you're trying to force the block, and sometimes you get your hands outside.
That'll back him up 10 yards. It'll be 2nd down and about 19.
Is that something you can
from
work on in
Nashua
practice,
North,
or
36.
Yeah, it's worked on a lot. It's
Yeah.
you know, obviously it's very tough because you never get the same effort in practice that you do in a game from a defender.
right?
And hand placement and
2nd now and 20 from the 35. Peters on the run.
Peters again on the
And Merrimack
carry.
bottles him
Brought
up.
down by number 10, Josh Ozog. Pick up 5. It'll be a 3rd down and 15.
So there you had Peters with no space. There's a difference.
Yeah.
There's Luke Peters in space and Peters with no space. You can't get around 3 or 4 guys. 3rd and 15 at the
Merrimack
40, and there's
still doing a nice job defending the run. And,
Yeah.
you know, like you said, you better wrap him up early.
Zach Harris on the sidelines calls in the play and points to a few things. They took a little bit of time there to figure it out. Quick snap, and here's Peter Souhegan going to throw, and maybe throw, but he's going to get around, and he throws it out of bounds. Smart play.
Say rolls to his right. Pass is incomplete.
Tomahawks
That'll
were
bring up
chasing,
a 4th down.
couldn't catch him. Now the Titans will have to punt. That wind continues to blow. That wind's got to be a factor at some point in this game, right? With the pass game, I mean, it didn't hurt Mujawar throwing down to the left side, but it seemed to hurt North coming this way.
Yeah.
Deep is Egan to try to return the kick.
Didn't get a great one off there, and even
Darius
down at the
Merrimack
45.
a tomahawk bounce. It'll be down.
But boy, I'll
at
tell you,
the
with this
Merrimack
wind,
45.
you're almost thinking we
It'll
got to run the
drop
football,
1st and 10.
but nobody can run it
yeah.
unless you give it to Peters. And Merrimack doesn't have Peters.
You know, 21-19, but it hasn't really been a shootout.
No, right, exactly. First and 10 Merrimack now with 5:58 to play in the 3rd quarter at about the 45. You can hear the wind whistle. Flag, somebody jumped, right?
Flags will fly. I think it's going to be a false start against the Tomahawks, the initial call.
Penalty is going to be against Merrimack. False start. Now it's 1st and 15. At the 40. Mujawar, same side, looks that way. In the flat, complete, out of bounds.
Pass is complete to number 87 for the Tomahawks. That's Zach Reddy.
Ready on the reception, and it'll be a
Bears.
2nd and about 12. 11 maybe. Yep. Ball's at the 46. 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 at the 46. Mujawar looking for space and tries to elude defenders, can't do it.
Mujawar scrambles off to his left and he'll be
Yardage.
brought down.
Boy, neither team
Like
is
leading the
using the
charge
space that
with
they got on either side,
It'll be
right?
3rd down and 10.
They are strictly to the left side.
Yeah,
Your
again, I think they
please.
just like the
Zachary
matchup against the
Rivet to
freshmen to
snack
that
shack.
side, but
Zachary Rivet to the snack shack.
A loss of a yard, 3rd and 10
and you
again.
got Darius Smith lined up to the wide side of the field here. So
Right. Now they're looking to that side, but it's complete, but in the backfield and brought down right away.
Mujawar's pass
wait for
is
that.
complete. The number
Krulakowski on the
10,
tackle.
Josh Ozog tackled immediately on the play by number 50, Jack Krulakowski.
Ozog caught it, but had nowhere to go. It'll be 4th down. Merrimack's offense is just mute in this second half.
And that'll bring up a 4th down and 10 for the Tomahawks.
yeah, they haven't generated much on their own without the help of some of the breaks they had in the first
Right,
half.
exactly. You
Peter
know.
sets up to return the punt.
They're not able to kind of go back to attack in the middle of the field in the pass game.
For Connor Page.
And the run game has
back
been completely
for
shut
the
down.
Tomahawks.
All right, don't touch that remote because Luke Peters is about to get a punt. No, they're going to fake it. No, they're going to run and kick it. And that's one way to neutralize Peters, but you take the
Page's
chance of having
rugby
it blocked.
punt takes a Tomahawk bounce and will be down.
That worked out
inside
perfectly
the
for
10-yard line.
Merrimack.
It'll be
Look at where
1st
they
and
are.
10 Titans.
Yeah, they've done a nice job in the special teams game as far as punting goes.
Right.
By changing field position and having some great rolls on their side, but they just can't take advantage of stopping them. Last time they had North pinned back in their own territory.
So
They
when
had
you
a huge run by Peters.
a lot of times that's by design. Get the ball as a punter, and he's got the option sometimes, and he's running with the ball, but you know he can kick it, still kick it. Do you cringe when you watch that as a coach to see
Yeah,
if
every
he's going to get
time.
it off? I bet. Yeah, I was just going to say you must.
Because it becomes very mixed up as to what he sees versus what you see.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. Hand
And
off
Peters
now
again, he's got room.
to Peters. He's got room. Cuts around. Got to the outside and goes out of bounds. Ran out of real estate.
That's number 6. Once again, Luke Peters around the left side.
Ran out of real estate, but not
He
energy.
finally gets pushed out of bounds, but not before. Another Nashua North 1st down.
So that is a gain of 22 yards.
Luke Peters is going to sleep well tonight.
Yep. He's going to sleep a lot better than Kip Jackson slept last night, right? That's the thing. Peters will keep you awake. That time Merrimack snuffs out the play.
That was number 8, Colby Perry on the carry.
Kobe Perry on the carry. We haven't
No
called his
gain.
name
It'll
much
be
today.
2nd down and 10.
And that's the nightmare for a head coach. As you know all week, Kip Jackson's been telling these guys, we have to contain number 6.
Right.
So you kind of cringe when you see number 6 running up and down the field all day.
Right, exactly. And there he goes again. Turns the corner, but that time a
Peters
nice
on the
tackle
speed
from
sweep to the
behind.
right side, tripped up by number 10, Josh Ozog.
Josh Ozog had the tackle. He just got him as he reached out and grabbed
Pick
his
up of
feet.
about 3. It'll be a 3rd down and 7 for the Titans.
And North found the perimeter game in the second half. Not sure if it's something they saw at the half and said, hey, we can go back to this, or
Right.
we haven't gone to it enough, but certainly the stretch game is helping them out in this half.
3rd and 3, Smith. 3rd and 7, I'm sorry. 3rd and 7. Sasay back to throw. He's going to go deep. He's got Peters wide open. Catches it down at the 28-yard line.
Pass complete to number 6, Luke Peters.
How does that happen?
Tackle on the
How has he left that open?
Another great throw.
How has he left that open?
They did a nice job running with the stretch action that they've been having some success with.
Yep.
Run a man vertical up the hash, so it kind of puts the corner in a bind, but
Ball's at the 28-yard line.
they did a good job covering that early in the game, but not the last couple of times they've thrown it, as a couple of big plays and a great throw by Souhegan.
That's a gain of 38 yards. Souhegan now on the carry, and he's going to go across. We got a flag down. And Merrimack's saying they fumbled the ball, so let's see what happened. Yep, looks that way. Wow, fumble.
No call yet.
Or they're talking it over. Merrimack's changing personnel. See if they did it earlier. There was a hold, decline, fumble, and yep, that's it.
Declined, and on the fumble, it'll be Merrimack 1st and 10.
He did a great play, creating a hole for himself, getting a few yards, and
the ball popped out. So the fumble, and it's going to be Merrimack ball at the 20-yard line. So on that drive, Luke Peters gained 60 yards, 60 combined yards, but had nothing to show for it. Bourgeois turns the corner, and he's going to be dropped again.
Denzel Delgado again.
Bourgeois is back, and he's sacked by Denzel Delgado.
That's the 5th sack today. The 5th.
Loss of about 6 on the play, 2nd and 16.
South got 4 last week. Second and 16 for the 13. He's going to get it out quick. He's got to throw it fast. And if I'm North, I start jumping routes. Don't you, defensively? Take that gamble?
Yeah.
Flag down. Bourgeois
you
going
can
to
do
throw.
that.
Does he have a free play? Peters takes it off.
And that pass is intercepted by number 6, Luke Peters.
Intercepted by Peters at about the 36. He got it around the 38. But now, is it coming back or not? There was a penalty flag down. Usually that'll mean against the offense, but when it was thrown, they pick it up.
There's
no flag. All right, they picked it up.
Flag accidentally, so it'll
How about that?
1st and 10 Titans from the Merrimack 34-yard line.
Yeah,
How about
Merrimack
that?
is just completely out of rhythm.
Oh, boy.
You know, frustrating when you can't run the ball, you're forced to throw, and then you don't have any time to throw the ball.
Right. And Luke Peters with another big play. What a shock. And a timeout. I think there's equipment. Well, there's equipment going on here on the sidelines. Taping job, but they're not stopping the game for that. So 1st and 10 South at about the 36. Sasay darts to his right and is dropped
Stay on the
across
keeper,
the
wrapped
35.
up by number 4, Heel Mujawar.
See if North lets this run down.
25 seconds left.
They're going to try and get one more
They're
in
gonna try to
before
get
the half.
one more, yep. Sasay got 2, 2nd and 8 at the 34.
So stretch again.
Peters with the ball. Peters darts to his right. Peters across the 25.
And that's Luke Peters around the left
Gets
side.
tossed down, and there's going to be a face
Pushed out of
mask
bounds
penalty
by
on that
number
one.
45.
Or a hit out of bounds, one or the other.
Stevens, there is a flag on the field.
I wonder if they're going to call this on Luke Peters.
Oh, for pushing, that's right. He held his hand up, that's right. You wonder. Let's see.
It's going to be a personal foul, face mask call against the Tomahawks.
So Peters got down to about the 20-yard line. So we got 14 on the carry.
Run and penalty, good for another Nashua North first down.
And that's going to put the Titans about 10 yards away from taking the lead here. And they're going to run it down. We are going to be, oh no, the clock is stopped, so they'll run a play. It's 1st and goal from the 10. Not that time.
On the carry, dragged down by number 63.
No gain on the play by Peters, and that'll do it for the third quarter. End of 3. Do not touch that remote. It is Merrimack 21, North 19. We'll be back with the start of the 4th in just a moment.
Let's take this time out to talk about some of the Nashua North football sponsorships. The Titans would like to thank Joyce Cooling and Heating, St. Mary's Bank, McGuire's Landscaping and Design, the Highview Tree Service, Nashua Cougars Football, George W. Pinn Masonry Incorporated, and Florals and Gifts, Perfect Parties, Paisner Dental Associates, Adrenaline Fundraising, and Reyes Home Team Real Estate Group. Nashua North Football Program thanks you for your sponsorship. Next week, fans, Merrimack will play BG on Friday at 6:30. Nashua North will travel to Buffalo, New York to play Canisius High School. And next Friday night, Nashua South will be here at Souhegan hosting Goffstown on their senior night with a 6:30 start.
And welcome back, everybody, here for the start of the 4th quarter. I'm Tom Kinning along with Dante Lorende. We've got Pete Johnson, our executive producer, and also on camera here. Grace LeMay on camera up top. Dan Young back at the studio. Here on Nashua ETV and Merrimack TV. So it's going to be second and goal for Nashua North with a chance to take their first lead of the game. Peters again, wide, turns the corner and out of bounds.
Number 6,
Short.
Luke Peters off to the right side.
Really made something out of nothing there. Didn't
Really?
look like he was going to get anything.
Right.
A couple of little zigging and zagging, and
At about the 4-yard line.
Well, you got about 6 yards. See where they mark it.
It'll be 3rd and goal for the Titans.
Yep. Third and goal at the 4.
got Smith in the backfield now. Let's see if they try and go ahead downhill and pound it in like they did last time.
They do, and Smith is in, but a flag is thrown.
That's number 22.
We'll see what that's all about.
Darius Smith, but a flag will fly.
Hold on, Nashua.
It'll be a holding call
and it
against
is.
the Titans.
So that'll bring it back. That'll bring it back. Hold was probably around the 2. So we'll probably bring it back about 10 yards.
That'll back the Titans up.
Oh, more than that.
About 10 yards.
Hold was at the 4, so it's back to the 14.
It'll still be third
big break
down
for
and
Merrimack.
goal, but it'll be from the 14-yard
Sure
line.
is. Third and goal from the 14. So where's Luke Peters going to get the ball? At the top, at the far corner? Is that where they're going to throw it to him? Sisse is talking to him, saying, what do you want to do here? He gets the ball going wide to the right, and he gets down to about the 6.
Right,
so that'll set up a 4th and manageable, right?
number 21,
But do you kick a field goal?
It looks like they are.
Yeah.
Like they're going for the
On
field
the
goal.
Yeah, get the lead. That's what they're going to do.
That'll set up
Yeah.
4th and goal. From about the 6 or 7 yard line.
Obviously feel a lot more comfortable going for it if it was 4th and 1
Right.
from there than
Titans
this.
will line up for a field goal.
So who we got? Got Noble to hold. And where's the ball marked? At about the 18. No, I'm sorry. It is at the...
The 8-yard line looks like.
Yeah, about the 9. So it's a 19-yard field goal attempt. No, I'm sorry, the 14. It's at the 14, so it's a 24-yard field goal attempt. And right now, there's no wind. It stopped. Kick is up, and it looks good to me. And it is.
Raposo's kick is up, and it is good. That 24-yard field goal.
9:51 to play.
22.
A 24-yard field goal attempt.
22.
Oh. Gives Nashua North the lead. 22-21. So what we got going on here? What's
Everyday math at its finest.
Can't get the scoreboard to work,
right? So the points just
fans
keep
are very
adding up.
happy that North now has 72 points
yes,
on
exactly.
it.
Yeah, there we
It's
go.
a hell of a field goal.
Right, that was. Yeah, no kidding. Some field goals should be worth 72 points. Still at 72.
Well, we got to get accustomed to somebody else's scoreboard system.
Right. It's not easy to do. And they get it up, and that's it. 22-21, the slimmest of margins, but North has its first lead of the game.
That was number 2, Souhegan on the return, brought down number 50, Jack Krulakowski.
Krulakowski again playing
So
special
with
teams.
9:44 to go in regulation, your score, Nashua North 22, Merrimack 21.
22-21, Merrimack first and 10 at the 32. And now we're at that left side where Mouchawar likes to throw. We can see a little bit more of that now because they are going right to left, right in front of us.
And if you're Merrimack, you just need something positive.
Boy, do you ever.
You just need a couple of yard gain or something. It looks like down here, if he wants to throw to the left, they had Luveris kind of dropped here in this low flat.
And he's dropped for a sack.
Jawa will get brought down on
Mouchawar.
the play. Looked like number 66 leading the charge for the Titans, Noah Pasterzik. Loss of about 3, 2nd and 13.
2nd and 13 at the 29. Sadil throws and it's just
That
knocked
pass
away.
deflected by number 52, Denzel Delgado de Jesus. That'll set up a big 3rd down for the Tomahawks.
Boy, they just can't get going on offense.
And now it's Delgado
Right.
taking over the other side.
Right. and 13. Pass over the middle. Oh, just out of the reach of Dine.
Wajawa's pass is intended for number 14, Caden Dine, broken up by number 4, Jaden Bolio. It'll be 4th down
That's
for
the
the Tomahawks.
first time they've attacked the middle of the field.
Mujawa
In a
had
while.
the throw, and it was a nice one.
Connor Page to do the honors for the Tomahawks. Luke Peters is deep for the Titans.
Oh boy. You hear those words over and over. Peters deep.
Yeah.
Let the kick rolls, and it's going to be dead at the 36,
That punt will
35
take a
yards,
Tomahawk
36 yard.
roll and come to
One of the
rest
luxuries
just
right now
beyond
that
the
Coach
Titans'
Tave has
35-yard line.
calling the defense
Set up
here
shop,
is
1st and 10.
you're getting pressure on a quarterback just with your down men. You don't have to.
You don't have to blitz.
You're not bringing any pressure,
Right,
so you have
right.
more guys you can drop.
Right.
I mean, and if you could do that,
That
you
gives
can make
it,
life
yep.
real hard for quarterbacks.
Yep. And the thing is Mujawa, with his ability to roll out, he's not able to do that because they're hemming him in.
Yeah, and you got 2 guys on the edge that can run.
Right. Exactly. 1st and 10 north now at the 36. 8:50 to play in the football game. Titans now play it with house money. They got the lead.
Back to the stretch game.
Yep. The big guy, Smith, and he gets across
Darius
35.
Smith on the sweep into the boundary will get stacked up by number
About
87
2 yards
for the
maybe, and
Tomahawks.
37.
Zach Reddy.
And if you're north, you don't have to be in a rush here.
No, take your time. Tick tock, tick tock. Right? No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. Maybe a yard. Noble. And Noble gets
Dylan
out
Noble
to the
around the left side.
Close to the 40.
Calls his blocking. He'll get tackled at about the 40-yard line by number 7, Jonathan Sadia. That'll
Sadia,
set up a
number
3rd
7 on
down
the
and
tackle.
7 for the
Sadia's
Titans.
a very active kid defensively. He gets around a lot. Surprised we haven't called his name more today.
Merrimack defense playing hard. They're running around the field.
Right.
They've just been the victim
Because
of the
they're
big,
running.
yeah,
They're running
victim
around
of
the
the big
field.
play.
They're running after Peters is what they're doing. Unfortunately for Merrimack. Ball's to the 39. Sisse rolls
Got
out.
Peters open.
Throws incomplete. Peters was
Say
around.
scrambles to his right, throws it out of bounds, incomplete.
Peters was around the 40.
Had him
of
early.
Merrimack.
Probably
Yep. Gotta throw
don't
it
think he
quickly.
liked the look of safety coming down.
That'll set up a 4th down for the Titans. Darius Smith is deep.
At least that's a
Nashua
good job
North.
not forcing the throw,
Right.
forcing a
11
turnover if you're
Steven
not
Doyle
sure.
Right.
for
Not
the
sure to throw it out of
Tomahawks.
bounds.
At
Yep.
this point, if you can run it and keep the clock
Not
running,
like he did
great,
earlier
but
in the half
yeah.
when he threw it, right into the hands of somebody. So 7:20 to play in the football game. Merrimack just shut down offensively. They can't do much, but they're going to get the ball back here if things go according to plan. Oh, nice kick.
Good kick as Coach Zabolis holding his breath as the punt.
Look at that.
And that Darius Smith punt
That
will
Smith
roll out
punt
of
rolls
bounds
out.
around the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tomahawks.
Yeah, you're right with the tendencies with the blocks, right? The block punts,
Yeah.
but not that time.
Got a great kick,
Yeah.
great roll, and things just getting tougher for Merrimack.
Oh, boy.
Buried
The
back
way-
in your own territory
the way
again,
they
and
moved the ball, or haven't been able to move the ball. They're stuck because the running game is out. Is
Yeah.
non-existent. So they're at the 13. 1st and 10. There's a pass in the flat. Dine looking for some room. Turns the corner.
Mujar's pass
Doesn't get
completed
out.
to the left flat.
It's a good job by Krolakowski being there, forcing it in, and Jaden Bolio cleaning that up.
Poor Jaden Bolio. Loss of about 4 on the play.
Mujar's pass -4. Second, right around 4 yards. Second and 14 from the 9. Yeah,
Even when they're completing the ball.
it's just, there's no room. Another quick out is
Mujar's
incomplete.
pass is intended for number 11, Stevens Doyle, is incomplete.
Doyle was there, and he knelt down, and he just could not hold on to it. Had to go too low. 3rd and 14. You're looking at the prospects of punting close to your own goal line or out of your end zone. Ooh, 6:18 to play. Be good field position for North, unless you can make something happen here.
Uh-oh.
Pass in, it's
Mujar's pass is incomplete.
well, you were saying because you figured it was going to be picked for 6.
I think it was close.
It looked it.
It was close.
Yeah.
Well, I'm watching, and it's not very often in high school you see a one linebacker box in the middle of the field, and North has been playing that a lot today, which it just tells you can't get anything going in the run game if the defense is going to pull a backer out of the box.
So now Peters is at the 50-yard line. You're kicking it out of your own end zone. It's blocked and out of bounds.
And that punt is blocked out of the end zone, and it's good for Nashua North safety. That was blocked by number 20, Kedwin Luveris.
Luveris blocks it.
Well,
Wow.
that'll put 2 more points on the board for the Titans. It's now 24-21, and a free kick coming the Titans' way.
Ouch.
And you got the 2 points you just lost on the 2-point conversion earlier.
So now, tell you what, Merrimack, if they don't win this game, I believe they're out.
I'd have to think so.
Yeah,
especially in this division with
Exactly.
Bedford South, and I think BG has 5 wins already.
Well, they got 5.
One
One of them is out of state.
out of state. Okay, so they're at,
So they got
they're
4
at 4
wins. So they're on a bubble, and they're playing Salem as we
Merrimack
speak.
kick will come from the 20-yard
And
line. They will kick it off
It's
the tee.
possible. The feeling was with Girton, if you win 2 out of your last 3, you're going to be in.
Yeah.
So and if you don't, well, then you shuffle the deck and see what happens. But see what cards you're dealt. But it could come down to the fact that, next week, if Merrimack doesn't win this game, next week it's Girton looking for a playoff
Peters
berth,
and
Merrimack
Perry
kind
are
of saying,
deep
okay,
for
we
the
like to spoil
Titans.
it. Meanwhile, North's
You'd have to check the point system. I think
That's
with
that's
BG and who they have as far as
right. The points are
quality
the big,
wins.
Yeah, the points are the big deal, right? The points all designed for
That
that
kick will
quality
go
wins.
out of bounds. There's a penalty on the kick out of bounds.
Kick out of bounds at the 42. He'll get called for on a free kick. You do, right? This isn't a punt, so it's a free kick. So it's like a kickoff. So that's why there's a penalty. Would imagine. Is it played as a kickoff, or is it?
it
played
should
as
be
a
played.
punt?
It should be played as a kickoff.
Okay, so if it's played at a kickoff, you kick it out of bounds. It's a penalty. That's why the flag was thrown, but now they're talking about it.
Zachary Rivet to the snack shack, please. Zachary Rivet to the snack shack.
Talking with Chad Zabolis about what he wants to do here. Do you have the option of making him kick it again, or
Seems like
taking the ball where it's kicked? They don't mark it off, right? I mean,
he should. There's a lot of discussion going on.
yeah, really a lot. I mean, it's automatic with 35-yard line if you want it there on kickoffs, but here, excuse me, you're before that. You're beyond the 35. So what are you doing here? They're calling it over to Zabolis. That's not a 15-yard penalty, is it really? It's a 10-yard penalty. So North's going to get the ball at the Merrimack 45. With the kick out of bounds. Here's to say going at the top of your screen to the left, and he goes out of bounds at about
Number
the
3, Darius Sisse around the left side. Chased out of bounds by number 21.
It's a great play, but
Huga.
he's got to get down before he gets out of bounds.
5-yard gain will bring up 2nd and 5.
Yeah, because you want the clock ticking. Yeah. Right, you're only up 3. Second and 5 from the 40. And we got another stoppage. Clock is stopped at 5:31 to play. Official timeout.
Official timeout on the field.
They want more time on the clock. 5:40 is what they want.
5:40 on the clock.
That's what they want. They get it right away. Just like magic. There it is.
I would guess that you're not going to see the ball in the air from North.
Second and 5. Well, you're right there, and you're not going to see the ball move ahead either.
No.
That was Peters, and he got dropped.
Peters on the carry, brought down by number 63,
Loss of
Kobe
3.
Smith.
Third
Up a
down,
third down
and 8
and a long 8.
from the 43-yard line.
Maybe I misspoke. You might see the ball
You
in the
might
air
see
right
the ball
now.
in the air right now to get the first down and keep possession. About 5 minutes left in the game.
Well, the situation dictates, Merrimack knows North's going to try and run the ball, so you're just going to run blitz and try and force a fumble.
You're right. They're going to throw it. Nope, he's going to try to run. This has been decision time. Oh, that's a flag. It's going to be grounding. He flipped the ball to the back, and now he looks like he's hurt.
Sisse rolls to his right.
Gets
Penalty
up-
flag will
Gets
fly.
up slowly. Well, we hear the ref say that's what the rule says. So the rule's saying you can't do that, I guess, right? What's the rule say?
North was looking for a horse collar.
Oh, they were?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an intentional grounding call against the Titans.
So the grounding call. So there's no out of the pocket rule in high school, right?
According to high school rules, it's exactly
What you
what
think?
it says. Yeah,
Yep.
it's you intentionally ground the ball.
Right. So there's no.
Whether
can't-
they're
Right.
If
so
you're
in the
intentionally
pros,
trying to get it out
right.
of your
In
hand.
the pros, if
Once
you
it's
run out of the
back,
pocket, you just
yeah.
throw it away.
Yeah.
In high school, you can't do it. He was definitely
Yep.
trying to get rid of the football. But you know what? When he got rid of the football, it was really a fumble,
Yes.
and it went out of. Lucky for him, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, that could have turned into a scoop and score situation.
Very easily if someone was there. So I don't know why they call that intentional grounding, because it was backwards.
So it'll be a
know what I
5-yard
mean?
penalty
Yes.
against the
So I
Titans.
think they
and
made
the
a
loss
mistake.
of down.
I don't think that's
Yeah.
the right call here.
Because it was an attempted throw, even though it was a fumble. I don't know.
I don't
but
think
it was
so.
it was a fumble.
It was a fumble.
So it'll be a 4th and 25.
All right, so now
Which
Smith
is
on. Yeah.
doesn't matter because it still would have
Right,
been fourth
still
down
a-
back.
Fourth
from,
down back around the 41, but field position,
Yep.
that's a difference.
and you have to get the always dicey punt team on the field again.
Well, he had plenty of time
Yep.
there, and he gets off a good
Good
kick.
kick into the wind. Yeah.
Right,
roll
and it's
again.
going to roll again. They got to just let it bounce, and it's going to bounce it around the
This
16-yard
will
line,
take
the
a tight
15-yard
roll
line.
all the way down to the Merrimack 15.
If Merrimack wants to win this game,
There is a
Smith down.
penalty flag back on the 30.
Oh, we got a roughing call.
Oh boy,
And that's going to go against the Tomahawks.
that is going to give. That's going to be a first down, or is it automatic?
I
In high
believe a
school?
roughing is an automatic call.
But you also have, is that Smith that's down?
If it was running into, I think that's just a 5-yarder. Smith is down.
Yeah, that's not good. Now he's going to get up. He get helped off the field. That's not good. Smith hurt. Helped out. Off
That
the
is
field
a
by his
roughing the
dad.
kicker penalty against the Tomahawks. And that'll be good for another Nashua North first
So the
down.
Titans hold possession instead of Merrimack getting the ball at about the 10-yard line. It's going to be North ball at the 44. But they'll be without Darius Smith probably for the rest of the game.
Now again, here's where Coach Zabolis needs to emphasize: stay in bounds.
Right, exactly. Don't run out
Stay
of
in bounds.
Right.
Eat clock.
And if you're Merrimack, try to strip the ball if you can. First and 10, Sasay in the shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to Peters. And he runs
Luke
right into
Peters
the wall.
tries the middle.
Yeah, Luke is
Clock will stop.
very, very good, but not a
Another
straight ahead guy.
timeout, Merrimack.
He's
It was
a,
tough to see. I'm not sure if he tried to cut that back too soon. His
Snapped
lead
up
blocker,
by the
Jedwin
interior.
Rivers,
like-
went right
it
through.
looked like he ran
and he
straight ahead.
It's a
kind of
loss
cut
of
back the
about
other way. And
a yard on the play. It'll be
Yeah.
second down and a long 11.
that's what you're going to get right now is
So, 4:27 left. I would imagine that timeout was taken by Merrimack. Had to have been.
yes.
You wouldn't want, if North, you don't have, you have no need for a timeout if you're North.
Once again, want to be sure
Merrimack
to
has two
extend
remaining.
our appreciation and gratitude to Athletic Director Kelly Braley, her Assistant AD Ben Arnold, Souhegan High School, and the entire Amherst community for hosting us here this afternoon. Thank you
Jason
for your
Ruby just
hospitality
thanked
during this challenging
Souhegan and all
time.
their people for hosting
And
us
folks,
today.
to
We
show
thank
how
them
much
as
you
well.
care, make sure you head down to the snack shack and purchase some food.
Visit that concession stand and help support Souhegan High School, who has been so kind to us here.
4:27 to play. And this is where you say, just don't turn it over. If you're North. If you're Merrimack, you say, we want the ball. We got to get it somehow, some way. Sasay now cuts to his right, cuts inside, and he's hit it about the... There's a flag down on the far side of the field.
Stop the clock.
Sasay got about 2 yards, as the flag is going to help out Merrimack in terms of stopping the clock.
87 was first to the dance, Zach Reddy.
Ready with his tackle. Motion against North.
Shift.
Against the Titans.
Yep. Second and 17 now. Ball back at the
It'll be
49.
declined.
Ooh, they decline it. All right.
It'll be third down.
I'm not. You decline it.
I
But-
guess Merrimack wants the
Well,
downs.
that's downs,
back,
but
yeah.
but the clock
That's-
keeps
yep.
ticking. That's the flip side. And now they call timeout.
Now a timeout will be called.
So they decline the penalty and call a timeout, where if they could have taken the penalty, kept the timeout, it's a tough choice.
Yeah, and you get another down to run it. Maybe
Waiting
they
to
didn't
see
want to
who
give up
called
that
that
second down to
timeout.
run more
Yeah,
time off the
yeah,
clock.
Maybe, yeah.
In a
So
similar situation a few years ago against Central, and late in the game, we had a series of consecutive penalties. Central kept taking the penalties, so we kept getting the down back.
Right.
And we ended up being able to run an extra, 45 seconds off the clock because we kept getting it down. We can run a play, run it down.
Right. It's a tough choice. But you're right. If you need the ball, you got to limit the downs.
Yeah, Merrimack feels like, we're playing real good defense. North is going to run the ball.
Right.
So
third down and 10.
Let's get a stop earlier and get the ball back.
And force
from
them
the
to punt.
Merrimack 44-yard line.
I'll tell you what, I think the only way Merrimack is going to win this game is if they can block the punt.
Yeah.
Because offensively they are doing zip. It just seems that way. They're going to need a break some way, somehow. Peters with a run straight ahead. He's going to be stopped at the 41-yard line.
Up the middle. Stop the clock.
Merrimack will use their last time out.
Right, exactly.
Number 63, Kobe Smith. Number 64, Nicholas Frankie on the tackle.
Fourth down.
It looks like that will be the third and final timeout for Merrimack.
Fourth and
It'll
about
be
7.
fourth down and 8 for the Titans from the Merrimack 42.
It looks like Darius Smith is back into punt.
That's good. Good to see that. Shake it up a little bit on that play.
And really, all you're looking for here is
Merrimack
catch it and kick it.
hosts Bishop Girton next week. Nashua North will travel to Buffalo,
You can get the
New
punt
York
off.
for an out-of-state
Everything else is a
game.
bonus.
Right.
And Nashua South will be playing here against Goffstown on their senior night.
Next Friday night, we should have the game for you here on Nashua ETV. Nashua South against Goffstown. Merrimack TV will have a game, and they'll be against Bishop Girton at Student Memorial Field in Merrimack. Girton today is at Salem, and they're playing that game in Haverhill, Mass, because Salem's getting their field redone. And here we go. Darius Smith back on the field. Good to see. And here's the kick. See if Merrimack is coming after it. He gets it off with ease, and it goes in the end
Darius
zone.
Smith's
Touchback.
punt will roll into the end zone for a touchback. So with 3:53 to go in regulation, Nashua North 24, Merrimack 21. First and 10 Tomahawks from their own 20.
Merrimack will take it at their own 20-yard line. 3:53 to play and no timeouts. So if you're North, you watch the sidelines, right?
Yeah. You just can't give up anything big. I mean, you haven't.
And the wind has got to be dead. Aren't you throwing into the wind this way, or the wind's it's really swirling all over the place, so it's tough to tell. Mujawar and a whistle blows. Somebody left early.
Flags fly. It'll be a false start against the Tomahawks. It'll back them up 5. First and 15 from the 15.
First and 15 at the 15. Not exactly ideal if you're a Merrimack fan here. You're down 3, 24-21.
Again, pressure from the back.
Mujawar
back to pass, and he is sacked once again by number 22, Darius Smith.
I think that might be 7, Tom.
7, wow.
Some,
Geez, 7 sacks. That is back at around the 6-yard line. Lost 9. Mujawar looking, and down he goes again.
And Mujawar back again and is sacked once again.
No time. I mean, he's got to give his receivers time to run,
I
right?
would be curious to see the sack yardage totals.
Setting up a third down.
Lost 2 on that one. That time he gets it off. It's picked off on a deflection. And a pick 6.
And that pass is intercepted.
The ball was
Intercepted
deflected.
number 4, Jaden Polio.
And Bolio, number 4, returns it about 8 yards for the touchdown. And somebody's on the ground hurt.
Official timeout on the field.
Ouch on the injury, but ouch if you're Merrimack on the interception return. 2:37 to play, and that will do it.
You would think, based on
30 to 21, it'll be a 2-score game. I don't think there's any time. And getting up and running off the field. Everybody's okay.
And fans, that was a pick 6 by number 4, Jaden Bolio.
Bolio with the pick 6. Saw the deflection
And
up
he
in the
is
air.
in for the Nashua North touchdown.
Point after attempt is coming. Tail of 2 halves, Dante.
yeah.
Tail actually 3 quarters. Merrimack, you know, after
that
the
first quarter, certainly after the first quarter, you thought this might be a 51-50 game.
Right. High snap, point after is up, and it is good.
Raposo's kick is up, and it is good.
Good hold to get that snap.
2:37 to go in regulation. Your score, Nashua North 31, Merrimack 21.
Well, we can kind of see it coming a little bit. You know, in terms of how Merrimack couldn't score.
Yeah.
The question was, what was North going to do?
Merrimack just couldn't, like I said earlier, you just never got the sense they were in control of the game, even up 2 scores. They just couldn't continue to build and pull away, just making breaks for themselves. And we've seen a little bit of everything between a block punt, a return kick, a pick 6. I think we had 2 block punts, 1 for each, right? So, I mean,
so the Titans will get their 2nd victory of the year. They beat Goffstown 16-zip. And now they're going to get a win against Merrimack. And much better feeling than they had after last Friday night's debacle in London.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, there tends to be a lot of debacles in Londonderry. No matter who's playing at that field, they just got it rolling.
Yeah, they don't lose at home.
Number 81, Graham Gordon to do the honors for the Titans. Egan and Dine are deep for the Tomahawks.
Little pooch kick and
fair catch called for by number 87, Zach Rattay.
Rattay calls for it at about the 33. And
it'll be 1st and 10.
And that's about as perfect as you wanted it if you're North on that kick.
Right,
you take away any chance of a return, and you get to do what you've been doing very well all day, and that's playing defense.
2:37 to play. Well, Sahil Mujawar is going to have nightmares about Darius Smith and the other North defenders. There's been a few of them. Pass it flat. No, halfback option slings it incomplete. I like that little sling, huh? That's not bad.
And a great job by the freshman being there.
Hey, exactly. Velasquez didn't allow the throw.
Down the left sideline. Pass was intended for number 2, Shea Egan, was incomplete. Coverage on the play provided by number 24, Yandel Velasquez.
Yandel Velasquez with the coverage. I mean, they're trying everything. Trying everything to get some positive yardage. Had a flag as somebody jumped. Pass over the middle, incomplete.
Pass intended for number 11, Stephen Doyle. There is a flag on the play.
The Tomahawks started the game quickly. They got a Nashua North turnover, turns into a touchdown. Then they get a block punt, turns into a score, and they're up 15-zip. And then they managed one other touchdown, but North got Luke Peters going. So Luke Peters gets going, and then all of a sudden the Merrimack offense gets stuck in neutral.
Yeah, the run game disappeared.
Yep.
Very early on, and North shored up some things. They just didn't give no time to pass. They had some success early throwing the ball over the middle against the Titans, and then that went away very quickly and haven't really been able to put anything together. And then North kind of struggled through the run game as well. Found a little bit of perimeter in the second half, and was able to hit some big plays, which is keys to the game here. No great sustained drives, but the big plays bailed them out.
In the third quarter, it is 19-7, Salem over BG.
Salem leads BG 19-7. Third quarter, BG scored 62 points last week, so that's a little change. Bourgeois going deep. He had time. Throws. Jump ball. Play. It's caught.
And that pass is completed down the side. The number 10, Josh.
It's a nice catch. Dylan Nobles right there. Pretty good coverage.
Jump ball play, right?
Coverage.
Ball at the 45. Another pass deep, same type of play.
Once again, the fade route intended for number 11.
That time out of bounds.
Doyle coverage provided on the play by Yandel Velasquez, incomplete.
Another nice play by Velasquez,
2nd and 10.
breaking that up.
And they've had some young defensive backs over the last couple
I was
years.
just about to say young, and then, you know, Merrimack's got a handful of young skill players that are going to be very good.
Right. Jawar's pass is tipped.
Jawar's pass intended for number 2, Shea Egan, is incomplete. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10 for the Tomahawks.
3rd and 10 from the north 45-yard line. Bourgeois back to throw. He's got a little bit of time. Throws it over the middle. Complete to Dine. Dine at about the 32. Cuts across the 30 and a flag down.
A couple of flags.
Yeah, 2 of them.
Flags will fly, stopping the
Might
clock.
have it.
It'll be a complete pass to Caden Dine, number 14.
Got it down to the 31.
Jedwin
Maybe beyond
Maveris
that.
on the tackle.
He had the right idea. He was starting to head out of bounds, and then he turned it back up the field.
Right. Boy, how much different would this drive feel if that pick 6 hadn't happened? Of course, they went out and had the ball, so it's in that situation. It's going to be a
offensive.
hold, right?
Looked
Hold,
like,
one right.
was it a hold or looked like an off? I couldn't see the ref.
Thought he,
Looked like an offensive pass interference call, maybe a pick.
whatever it is,
One block in the back penalty will
More
go
block in the
against
back.
the Tomahawks.
whatever it is, it's back, blocking the back all the way back to the 40-yard line, spot foul. Something wrong with the clock? Let's see. Trying to get the clock straightened out. That's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, 1:52. On a minute 52 on the clock. There's 1:48 on the clock. Now it's at 1:52, and here we go. Ujawar back to throw. Going down the field. It is caught and then dropped. Nice defensive play. Knocked out of bounds.
For number 10, Josh Ozog. Luveris is on the coverage for the Titans.
Ozog looked like he had his hands on it, and then Luveris knocked it away.
No flags on that one. It'll bring up a 4th down and 7.
Miracle, no penalties.
Very nice play by Luveris on that.
Yep. 4th down. This will be Merrimack's last play if they don't get a first down. 4th and about 7. Mujawar, same side.
Mujawar
Knocked away. Batted down.
Batted down. Looked like number 52, Denzel Delgado. The Titans will take over on down.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Titans will take over with 1:37 to play.
And Merrimack cannot stop the clock. They're out of timeout, so.
Right.
It's a good win for North. Obviously, any win's a good win, but to be down that early and things not playing out very well for you, to come back and force some plays.
Sase takes the knee as they count it down. We want to thank Pete Johnson, our executive producer, Dan Young back at the studio, Grace LeMay up top on the camera work, and you, Dante Loreni, for doing the game with me today.
Thanks for having me. It was
Oh,
fun.
It's great. Admit it, you miss talking to me. You really do. You miss talking to me. I know you do. 1:07 to play. They'll take another knee.
The Titans will down it once again. Hey, I want to remind all the fans here, anybody parked behind the press box, if you are parked behind the press box, I'd like to ask that you make sure you move your car immediately, because trunk or treat will be going on here at Souhegan High School.
Yeah, they're telling people parked in the lot behind us to get it out. That's where I am parked. And that'll do it, everybody. The final score, Nashua North 31, Merrimack 21. Thanks everybody for watching on both Nashua ETV and Merrimack TV. Thanks to Dante Lorende and all our crew. Goodbye everybody from Calvetti Field here in Amherst.
The cheerleading squad and the seniors from the Nashua North football team as we go final. Your final score, Nashua North 31. Merrimack High School 21. Let's hear from both of these teams. Fantastic game here today. And thank you, Souhegan High School.